All right, let's see. We can start this again. They got a perfect square. And I cannot figure this out. It's like doing geometry.
What is it?
She folded it over. Now, what you need to sew tonight?
Oh, just one thing. I have my own thread.
Girl, do I gotta change my white thread?
Yeah. Well, if it doesn't,
Do we have to do that one
no, you don't have
till I
to.
finish this?
Yeah, I'll just. It's only one thing that I'm doing. Oh, let's start the video.
Make sure the volume is not started. So this is the way it's supposed to be.
Okay.
But for the life of me, yep,
Can you hear us now, Mo?
better. Lord, I don't know what's going on today. Don't want us to be great.
Man, that's crazy.
I did hear the video though.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah,
Yep, I like it. I like that video. Simple, straight to the point. It's easy to follow. That most people have questions about.
yeah,
Those wills, unless you're gonna end up fighting your kids or your family gonna be fighting in probate
yeah,
court, and then you look again, they're not gonna ever settle it. Like somebody right now that can't settle, they never did it, and got issues.
yeah. So I be telling people that, man. I'm like, so you pass away and you got a retirement account, you got a house, a car, shit, man. Anybody can come claim your shit, bro.
Yep, they can
Ain't nothing
fight
you can do
for it.
about it. Yep.
They can fight for it.
Shit. Whoever gonna win is the person who got the most money.
Yep.
You
I was
know.
just about to ask, like, how's that process go? Do they have to have some information about that person, or are they just speculating, saying, "Hey, I think my uncle, quote unquote, had a life insurance policy. Can you check on that for me? Like, where would they go?
Like, where would
Ooh.
they go? Like, as far as
Try to claim that money."
oh, they would. I mean, first they would have to go to their attorney, and their attorney will go to uh civil court,
Yep.
and
He's using the unclaimed
whoever,
property.
yeah. So whoever got the best attorney and the most money, they gonna get it.
They can pull the documents.
Yeah, yeah. If you can
You usually
provide,
can. If the person transition, usually you have to have an original death certificate.
yep, you gotta have
That
that.
you gotta have that. I don't care if you're a
Mhm.
family member. If you don't have that original death certificate, they ain't giving you nothing.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. A person with the money and like the resources to get all that information, you know, they
So,
gonna win out.
so a copy of the death certificate doesn't
No,
doesn't work. Okay.
no.
Yeah,
You gotta have. Matter of fact, you have to have original of
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
So
You
for
gotta
right,
have
like right
original.
now, right? For yourself, you need to make sure you have your own. Just start with you first before we talk about other people. You
Yeah,
have your own original death certificate handy for the person. You have and preferably have your parents, just in case, especially if you're not married or have no kids. Have
hmm
your parents' original birth certificate, and if you can have their parents, that's fine. And then if you're married, you want to have your married certificate at original. You have kids, you want to have your kids' original
yep,
birth certificates.
yep.
Social security cards, no copies,
Nope,
no lamination.
nope.
Um, you want to have all of that handy. And then when you go to probate, let's say for instance somebody does transition. Let's say you married somebody transitions, right? You go to probate, they want originals of everybody's stuff.
Yeah.
And if you don't do all your assets at one time, every time you have to go, you have to have originals.
Yep.
So that guess what that means to you?
You
That
gotta go
means
multiple
that when
times.
probate needs originals, IRS gonna need originals. If there's some refunds out there, Department of
Hmm.
Revenue gonna need some originals. The bank's gonna need some originals.
Yep.
Yeah,
You gotta do it.
everybody,
You gotta do it for all. That's why you should.
everybody.
That's why you should estate plan it, so you
Yep.
can avoid all of that.
Yep.
But
So so
Now
these
listen.
documents that you guys gotta have originals of, it has to be like 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5, 6 account documents, like obviously birth certificate, death certificate, social security card, or you think there's more documents out there that they might need?
That's it.
no,
That's
that's
it.
normally all you
That
need. It's like the
that
basic
gets you in
document.
the yeah. That proves that you have some ownership somewhere.
Yeah.
Like if you're married, that proves that you were married. You know who you
Okay.
are,
Yeah.
who you married to, right? That's what
Yeah.
that means. You know who your parents are. You know that kind of thing. That's what that gets them in the door or get you in the door.
Yeah. At
Now,
least.
Chris, you just said something. You said if your estate plan, you won't need it. So you said, okay, so the will would take away having to have all those different documents,
Yeah, but you will still need the death certificate, right?
right?
Yeah, you would still need that to access like their brokerage accounts and bank accounts and stuff like that. You would still need the death certificate. But if you already got, a will and things already documented,
Mhm.
you can give that, and it will make the process a lot more smoother. But let's say you had like a joints with tenants in common account, right? You
Mhm.
still will have to go to probate court, but if you got all of those documents, it can cut the time down a little bit. It can cut the time down because then now you still got all the paperwork. It still would just
Mhm.
go to that person's estate where you would have to go to probate court and just show them all the paperwork that you have. But when you don't do that, you talking about you got to spend more time and more money. Now you got to go find all of this information. You got to call these people. You got to wait for the documents to come in. And so that's just a lot of time, and it's a lot of
So
money because some of that shit ain't cheap. And you got to get an attorney.
let me
It's
ask you:
yeah.
is are there types of wills? Like I know there's
Yes,
a
they
living
they
will.
they
Mhm.
have like a living will, like let's say you did the will while you were alive, which would be testate, and then no testate wills. When you die and you get a will afterwards, you have something like that, or what they call a living will. So you have that. Then you have different type of trust. You have revocable, irrevocable, testamentary. You got all that. You got all that type of stuff too. So,
So with the will,
mhm,
so if you, that means so if you have the will,
mhm.
um, then that means that okay, so the will now, where would you for your will to be? And I'm probably using all the wrong words, but a legitimate legalized will that would means that it had to be completed and notarized, or completed and signed by attorney.
Well, it would have to be signed by you, and
But I
then
know, yeah, that's a given,
notarized and all of that. Yeah,
right?
that way,
So,
it's a real
so
document.
right, so it should be so the safe keep of it, um, of that will
Yeah.
should
So,
be in like could you keep it at where should you keep it at the courthouse at home for it not to be protested? So I guess what I'm trying to get at, Can
Uh-huh.
wills be protested? And if not, what constitute what would lead to some a will being protested as being legit versus
Um, I
even if
think
it's
when
signed and notarized and all of that.
yeah. So you definitely have to have. That's why when you said like your attorney's signature,
Yeah.
that will yeah, you would definitely need that as well.
Hmm.
And I would keep it at home so you have it, and but it also will be on file too. So whatever law office or attorney you deal with, law firm,
Hmm.
they will have a copy as well on file. Let's
Hmm.
say like your house catch on fire and the wheel is in the house and it catches on
Hmm.
fire. It's on document with the state with the law office to have that as well. So it's not just like you got one copy or you got a document, you just got the document and that's it. It has to be filed with the state and the law firm to do that. So you wouldn't have to worry about like, okay, well, how would I get an original document if the document that this person had they lost it or something like that. Well, the law office will have it and it should be on file with the state, so the state
Gotcha.
knows what you written down. You got it notarized and it's on file.
Gotcha.
So
All
there's no
right.
escaping that. So if somebody think, oh well, I can just destroy the document that they have and I can go to court and argue it. It
Yeah.
don't work like that. No, because the law office will have it and it will be on file with the state.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's filed that so you're the lawyer. So yeah, so just having it notarized by a actual notary
Hmm.
is not suffice, is what you're saying. You want to have it somewhere where there'll be another copy
Yeah, you would.
recorded.
Yeah. So when you when you when you do it, of course you have an attorney and you get it done by a law firm. They file it with the state. So, you know, if something actually did happen, somebody try to do something like that, it will be on file with the state. Well, they could say like, oh well, if they can't find it, they can't contest what I'm saying. But
Right.
we actually can. We can go pull it up,
Right.
and that can nullify whatever that other person is saying, trying to contest it, because it's on file, it's been notarized, and the state and law office has it. So, because I'm pretty sure people's tried to do that before, to
Yeah.
try to steal
Oh
somebody's
yeah.
assets.
Of course. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Because there's people that offer like they'll say,
Hmm.
free will, draft your free will. And so I was wondering, like, okay, you could draft your free will, but like,
Hmm.
what happens after that?
Yeah. So, yeah, it absolutely can be contested, but it's got to have legal standing and so forth and so on. Like you gotta have like a legitimate case to where somebody either forged something or tried to um, illegally do something for the will to not stand. There should
Right.
be, yeah. So,
Because like when you're dealing with kids with intellectual disability,
mhm,
they want you to have certain documents, and if you don't have them documents right, it can hold up a lot, especially once those kids get over the age of 21. It's
yeah,
like you have to start everything all over because now they're considered adults. So what's
right,
legal for a child is not the same documents for an adult.
hmm. It's a
You
good
know,
point.
that's I was asking because my mom has my little cousin, and so We
Yeah.
always try to figure out, make sure we have right documents because he was in a one of them Johnson settlement type things, and man, they gave her the hardest time. It took us forever to get. They ended up putting it in a trust, even though she had legal custody, full custody, because he was still a child when his dad passed.
Yeah.
And man, they gave us such a hard time. Then we had to go get. Then it's like, oh no, you need legal guardianship. So she went and got that. Had a problem with that. Oh my God. Then when it was time to get the funds, they're like, oh, well, you can't get, even though you're the overall caregiver guardian type. Man, they gave us such a hard time, and so eventually she ended up getting it put in a trust, and you're supposed to be able to outline all his expenses and send it to include caregiving and stuff. They did not want to acknowledge caregiving.
Right.
And they're like, well, we'll put it in a trust so that Social Security don't cut them off temporarily until the money is spent or whatever. And then so she's like, well, we gotta have to get a vehicle for because he's so heavy.
Hmm.
There's like, well, you can get a vehicle, but you have to be the driver because he can't drive. And so she done got the doctor. She had to get a note from the doctor saying that he couldn't drive. Did
Yeah.
that. They came back, said the words wasn't right. Had the lawyers doing all the paperwork. Um, Man, they just give us a hard time. So it was a lesson learned in
Yeah.
reference to adults, from a child to an adult, because we thought we had the proper paperwork. My uncle transitioned,
Right.
and he still has. So the thing is, he still has two sisters that are alive, but they don't want to have nothing to do with him,
Damn.
and so it makes it so difficult. Even though my mom's been taking care of him all that time, oh my God, it's just it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. It
But
definitely is.
who would have known that you get paperwork from a lawyer and another lawyer come back and say, oh, it's not right. So my mama had to threaten them, because they had started taking money, like thousands of dollars. And so she called the original case folk and was like, hey, I thought you guys said it wouldn't but like less than $200 to maintain this account, da 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 da. And they were like, yeah. She said, well, they stole $6,000 from me, and I want to report them to. At the time, she didn't know the right words, so she said, I think she said, end up saying like Inspector General or something.
Right.
Instead of the DA, I think it's you supposed to report it to, and
Hmm.
they was like, the lady on the other end, she was like, oh, I'm going to give them a call. Before my mama could get on that phone, within 3 minutes, her phone was ringing.
Damn.
Oh, they was like, oh, Miss Lamb, it must have been an accident, a mistake. That money has been since put back. Da 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 da.
That wasn't no
Yes,
accident.
yes, huh?
Hell
What you say,
no. It was.
Brandon?
I said that wasn't no accident.
Exactly,
Oh.
exactly. Yep. So we had to, she had to. We always have to keep an eye on the funds. They get the card. She has to sit in receipts showing what he purchased and whatnot.
Right.
That adds up, and then they release $500 at a time. But they was
Mhm.
acting like every time they release money that they was charging a fee. That wasn't proper.
Right.
Yeah, like, so you got to be up
That's
on there. So
crazy.
that's why I was asking that question. I know when you're dealing, and there's quite a few people that have kids that are intellectual, but that you don't think about that if you're not here and someone else has to handle that child, what are the proper things they have to go through? And that's why the business that coach have is important, because a
Right.
lot of time people have to resort to putting them in some type of group, with residential home, because proper paperwork, things of that nature. Parents are no longer here. So
Hmm.
good thing that service actually exists.
Right. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be telling you, man, you gotta be properly planned
Yep.
when it comes to all things concerning yours, death, marriage, whatever. Anything you gotta go to court for,
Yeah.
dealing with you and assets or anything like that, man, you gotta have every piece of damn document that you can find. It's got to be clear. It's got to be original. Can't be no copies, no forward shit, because they can read that shit like a fly on the wall. So,
Yep.
and
And you
if
know what? A lot of times, nothing don't become a thing until they know you got money, or
yeah,
you didn't know you got assets,
yeah,
and you end up. And I want you to talk again too about the bank account deal. Remember you talked about the joint account.
yeah, yeah. So having joint accounts, you gotta understand like how you want to set your accounts up in the beginning, and you gotta be forward thinking with this stuff, man. Like if it's like a relationship, like y'all dating or y'all in a serious relationship, y'all committed, but y'all not married yet, you might want to get like a joints with tenants in common.
That's it. That's that word.
Yeah, tenants in common, because that's like having an account together, but let's say y'all break up, fine. Y'all can each take y'all portion. With a joints with rights of survivorship, that's more like family, marriage.
Hmm. Hmm.
You know, it's gonna go to the person that is still alive. So if one person dies, it's just gonna roll over to the other person on the account. With tenants in common, nope, that goes to your estate. That's the difference between them both. Tenants in common, you got undivided interest in it. So whatever you put in, that's yours. Whatever the other person put in, that's theirs. With rights of survivorship, it doesn't matter how much you put in. You can put in 100,000, and your cousin or whoever it is can put in 50,000. It don't matter. It's gonna go to everybody. It's like the whole account is y'all's. It's not no, oh, I put 50,000 in, or I put more in. Than you put in, so I should be able to take my amount out. That's not how it works with a rights to survivorship. With a tenants in common, it works like that. Whatever you put in, that's what you get out. And people need to realize that and be careful when they do sign up for these type of accounts. So you can't come down the line, and one day you get mad or you want to break up and you feel like, well, I put more money in the account, so I should be able to take, you know, everything out of it. This person only put in $20. I put in 7,000, and you gave some of the money to them. Well, it don't work like that. If you gave them money to put in, it don't work like that. That's unfortunate. So people got to be smart about that when it comes to this type of stuff, because we all agree that when things get emotional, things become irrational, especially when it talking about money or owning something. And you got to remember that you got to be forward thinking when it comes to this type of stuff, because if you don't, you're gonna be you're gonna be caught up. You're gonna be in your feelings, and your feelings gonna get hurt at the end. So whoever that y'all get involved with emotionally, you better make sure your I's are dotted, your T's is crossed. Because if you don't, you're gonna be more mad in the end. So go in with forward thinking, not just thinking about your feelings in the moment, because feelings are fleeting. Love is fleeting. And if you don't understand that, you're gonna be mad in the end. So, especially dealing with money. Money and emotions don't mix. So make sure you're logical and you're smart when it comes to these matters. If you're not, you're gonna feel like you got played in the end. So you got a joint account. If you family or you married, you can go either direction. Um, but if you're not married, you're gonna want to get a joints with tenants in common, joint account with tenants in common. So whatever y'all put in, this could be for business partners. It could be for people in relationships. Just remember, something happened to you with a tenants in common account. Your portion will go to your estate. So,
Do you know any? Do you know any businesses or banks that does this?
um, they all. I mean, the big banks should do them. I don't know about community banks. I really think all banks do this. Honestly, they all have that set up. You just tell them like what you want, and because normally what people think of when they get a joint account, oh, we share an account, but they never talk about the tenants in common or the rights with survivorship aspect. So you go in with that knowledge saying, okay, hey, can I sign up for a joint account? But I want to make sure, that, whatever portion of my money is in that account, I want that to be my portion, and they have their portion. And if something were to happen, we can take out the money that we have separately, not together. So you got to go in there and ask for what you want.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's really that simple, man. It really is. And for people who got a little bit more money, a little bit more wealthier, they definitely make sure they do this. Like even like with their brokerage accounts, especially like if you talking about get married to somebody, man, y'all gotta really put everything on the damn table. Y'all gotta discuss everything. You gotta discuss debts. How much debt do you have? And like if you going to school, okay, we gotta see like, okay, how much student loans you have, how much money you spent on this. Do you have any like credit card debt? You have to talk about that stuff, man, because you're marrying this person. So all of that's gonna be tied up under your name
Yep.
as well.
Child
And
support.
yep, child support, all of that. That shit matters. Y'all gotta nip this in the bud, even going in this direction. Okay, long term. Okay, let's see. It's like making a budget or you doing like a balance sheet. You gotta write all your expenses down. Where your money goes, the income, the inflows and the outflows. You gotta put all this on the table, discuss it. Okay, you already know my child is 13 years old and I'm gonna be paying child support for 5 more years. And you calculate all that up, and this is your debt going into the marriage. You have to account for that. You got student loan payments. If you didn't get forgiven, you got to add that in there. Okay. You going to school, you got to pay this money back. And I'm the type of person, I'm going to be honest. I'm gonna be like, okay, you going to school for some bullshit that ain't going to pay you good money, but it's going to put you in debt. I'm going to be like, listen, I'm going to be like, you know what? We probably should wait to get married until you pay this off. And they had a discussion about this on Dave Ramsey show.
Yeah.
And a lot of people be offended. Some women be offended by, a man not wanting to marry them yet until the debt is paid off. Well, that's smart thinking though. That's
Feel the
smart thinking.
same. Hey, you talk about the woman. I feel the same way about this
Uh,
child
I'm gonna
support.
say, I'm gonna say on both sides. On both
And
sides.
schooling. And schooling. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna take
all
no
of it,
figures.
all of it. If you gotta, if your husband is a perpetual gambler and he will use any type of money to gamble, that credit cards, all that shit, that is a red flag. You,
Gambling,
yeah,
school.
and then y'all not
It's
married
debt
yet?
period.
Yeah,
Credit card spending.
yeah. You have to pay attention to shit like that because remember,
Previous
forward
marriage
thinking.
houses,
Yeah,
mortgages,
yeah.
outstanding. Yeah.
You're forward thinking. You're not getting caught up into your feelings and you loving this person. That ain't got shit to do with it. Because at the end of the day, that's all gonna be under your name. So this is
Yeah.
not no separate entity shit. This is y'all together. So
And you
you
can't
got to
forget
think
about the
about that.
IRS.
Yeah.
Cannot
So
forget about the IRS, boy.
absolutely not. A person's habits has to become part of your financial plan. You have to put that in there. It's as real as it gets. If you know they got a gambling habit, they got an alcoholic habit, they got any type of habit, you got a forward plan about that.
Never
If
lie.
if it's so severe to where they will go into credit card debt to you know,
For themselves, you know what they're gonna do for you.
yeah. So you gotta be like, listen, if we gonna get married, we gotta keep this a strict budget. Now, whatever money you got on your own, for your little habits, it's gotta stay there. Don't be opening up no credit cards or using our joint account for, your habits. We're gonna shut that down. And you can put things in place to kind of, negate that, but you gotta know who you marry at the end of the day, from the
Yeah,
top to the
that's
damn
true.
bottom. Yeah. So
And I would go further to say even if you don't marry them, because
yeah,
sometimes you have habits, you have marital habits that you shouldn't have dealing with people, and then your debt, their debt become yours. You take on burdens.
yep,
I know a lot of people that fall into that play, and I'm like, okay, so you telling me this whole time y'all didn't discuss any of that?
right,
Shit, I'm gonna tell you right now.
yeah,
I talk about it immediately because I
yeah,
need to know. I need to know if there's something that I want to be a part that I want help. Either one or two things. When I ask them questions, either I'm trying to plan on how to help you,
yeah,
you know, get so we can be better, or I'm deciding whether or not this is something I'm gonna be able to take on.
right, yeah.
You know?
It's absolutely madness if you don't have these conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
What happens if they get offended when you bring up the conversation?
shit, they ain't for you
For
then.
me, for with me, I be patient with that. I be
Yeah,
patient with offense because
yeah,
I know that some conversations people never had before,
yeah,
and I tried. Well, I have learned. Let me say that I have learned to, you know, try to approach it in the most positive way. Try to stay positive possible. And initially, and then I try to have that open mind and know that that initial conversation may not be favorable because people may look at you as being um okay, are they after my money, are they after my assets,
yeah,
are they all about just as money and how it could benefit them, like what's going on here. And so I know I'm going in with all of that in mind, that when you open up that conversation, because not with just significance shit, I do that with my family, with my mom, my dad, and my brother,
right,
and so I already know that it's uncomfortable, and I already know people gonna be offended. So what I do is I continue to talk about it until you understand that I'm not trying to hurt you or harm you. I really, and then I like to approach it with, how can I help you have a better financial, position,
right,
and then we can talk about us. But if you're not, especially in this age and age, most people are coming, they already had a family, either they already had a family before, or they have young adults out there somewhere, or maybe even children, right? Or they have a parent or parents, right?
hmm,
Or family members, because it could be uncle, aunt, that they may be taken care of. So I'm aware, and so I always make sure I say, hey, I know there's some things that you may need some assistance, I may need some assistance, but how can I help you? If it's financial, if it's uncomfortable, I need you to know that you have my loyalty. I'm not going to expose your business or make it entertainment for my friends, so they can feel some type of way about you. I want you to be comfortable, and then when you think that you're comfortable enough, then I can help you. When I just throw little tad bit things out there to support, and then I always make sure people know, hey, I anything that I've accumulated that I have set up is already set up. So I have to
Mhm.
build with you. Everything else I have to build with you. Now there could be a percentage of that to make sure you straight if I transition before you, but it's already set up. So we got to build together. So I have to know where you are. How do you feel about building?
Right.
And and if that's when after a while, if a person don't feel like they buying into it or that conversation is still uncomfortable, they're not feeling it, they're not even offering. Cause I'm like, listen, everybody start from somewhere. You could have the worst of the worst credit, but guess what? There's opportunity for you to get this right. You just have to allow time to be on your side. 6 months to a year, you could change that whole lifestyle. But it's
Yeah.
gonna take some discipline, it's gonna take some consistency, and if you have bad habits, spending habits, it don't even have to be drugs, alcohol, gambling. It could be subscriptions. It
Right.
could be something as simple as that,
Yeah.
Like
Real
you think
talk.
you gotta have a million channels and you don't only watch three of them.
Right.
They gotta go,
What you got
Mhm.
six
like
Netflix accounts for?
Yeah.
Netflix, Disney, BT, HBO, all the sports, make a decision,
All right,
you
so
know.
that Mo, how long do you wait? That's the question. Like, how long do you see that progress or that wanting to change in the other individual? Because time is a factor for everybody.
Oh, I don't. This is how I move. You'll remove yourself with me because I let you know in the beginning. If you're not making sure that you straight with me helping, if you're not straight, let's say that if you're not making sure you straight and you're not allowing me to help you, I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm gonna protect myself. I'm gonna protect myself. And you're not. And some things I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna let you borrow money. I'm not gonna let you spend up everything I have and abuse it. It's not gonna happen. You get frustrated. You're gonna want to leave me.
Mhm.
I ain't gotta leave you. I know how to get rid. I know how to make you leave me. So guess what? You can't blame me when you leave, cause I'm here for you. But if you and guess what? And if you want to just take out, you just want to be booze. Guess what? We gonna just be booze, but you would not abuse my funds or my
Right.
my finances. I'll just have fun with you, cause I'm at the age now. I'm gonna be 50 at the end of the year. I don't care about you not marrying me. Shit, I got what I got.
Right.
I can be happy and go travel. Okay, too much drama. Period. I mean, I don't have that problem right now. I'm just saying. I have come to grips. I say if I get to 50, I'm not married. I ain't gonna cause you no problems, but I damn sure gonna enjoy my life. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I ain't about to sit here and worry about whether I got a man. Hell no.
Real talk.
Shit, I'm gonna be on a cruise. I was supposed to be on a I'm gonna be on Alaska cruise. I could be anywhere because why? I'm making and sometimes I don't have it like I like to save for what I want to do. So sometimes I don't have it to do what I want to do, but I'll save it and then when I'm ready, I get out there and I do it. I'm not gonna sit up here and be because and this is friends too. I don't even have to talk about no significant. I don't have that issue, but I don't have to talk about that. Even
Mm.
my peers, I had to come to grips. I'm like, listen. I'm not about to sit up here and not go nowhere all the time and then have to wonder how you feel because I get to take a trip. You need to do your part. You have an opportunity to do your part, even if you start with five. And I always tell people about what I did with Zion's account with $30. If you're telling me you can't free up any money, none at no point, so that you could save, so that you could be better, then guess what? I'm not gonna be here, and hence why I'm sitting in my garage playing with a sewing machine because I'm not being in the company of people every day doing absolutely nothing and it doesn't benefit me. Hell no, I could go take some classes and get some passive income. If I learn how to do these skirts right, I'm gonna have a whole bunch of prints, Caribbean prints, this, that, or whatever. Why? Because I go to those type of festivals. And guess what? I could get my sale on just like everybody else. And I can personalize it because I got my heat press now. I'm not about to sit up there and hang out with friends and all they doing is sitting there gossiping who, what, when, and why. And we ain't making no money. We ain't talking about no money, and we ain't being educated to make money. No, I want to be building enough so I can have assets, so I can be able to have an estate to plan. And
Mm-hmm.
that's how I look at it. But that's just me. But I don't get emotional about other people not having shit. I just be like, that's on you. I'ma still be nice to you. I'ma still be friendly, you
Right.
know. And when guess what? I'm gonna exit the conversation when it's something that I know that you are not comfortable with because you're not where you want to be. I'm not having that conversation with you or around you. I'm gonna just go and do something else.
Right.
And that's where, I'm watching people. And I'm gonna give y'all case in point. So Dr. Johnson just won. Representative Dr. Johnson just won the primary of Democratic Party in South Carolina, right? Trying to turn the state blue, right? And he record numbers. No, people haven't came out and vote like that in email history, right? So I was telling the little community group we work with, it's like, hey, that's cool. But guess what? What are you doing to prepare if he gets that governor's seat? The resources that he can bring back to the community or he can put you in position to get, are you ready? Are your programs up to par? You know, are your finances up to par? Are your organization, have y'all filed your taxes? Are you in compliance? What can he do for the community if you got a whole bunch of businesses and they haven't filed taxes in 3 years? What can you do for a community if no one has a workbook of a simplified after school program or financial literacy? You name it. What or any type of plan?
Right.
What can he do for you? He can't. He ain't gonna do nothing. He'll just be a governor.
And
And you gonna whine and say he didn't do nothing for the community. You got out and you vote. You gave him your vote, and he ain't do nothing. But he can't do it. You have to have your businesses, your grassroots organizations, your plan together, so that if he takes that office and there are available resources, he can put you and he can speak and point you in the direction where you need to go to get favor and give you the support letter to have that favor. You can't go. We're gonna be see. You're gonna be whining and crying. I gave you my vote and you ain't do nothing. Well, what the hell you gave him to do something with? And it's both sides. Well, I don't favor the people on the other side on this end because they trying to take money from out of the schools, and I ain't with that. So she definitely get my vote. But at the end of the day, same thing. It's all about the plan when it comes to asset estate planning, financial planning, relationships, friends, community organizations, you name it, institutions. Period. Nobody wants to talk about money, but you need money for the all the damn to get the grease to grease the damn wheels so it can turn. This is my topic. I be going off on this all the time. Even with my niece and nephew, both of them got cars right now. But guess what? You want that car to move, it needs some fuel. If you don't have no money, how you gonna get your money? I'm not giving it to you. You gonna have to work for it. I work out in my garage. Guess what? You need to come blow it out. I give you $10. You know, my car need to be clean. You take it to the car wash and clean it. I give you $40. You're gonna make this money. And then if you make it too much, I'm gonna say, okay, give me some of that. They made I think $745 at the festival selling jewelry. Cause I told them, you wanna come to Vegas, you better sell this jewelry. You better get out here and sell these smoothies, or you ain't gonna have no money in Vegas and you ain't gonna be able to go. Shit, they got a dab bet they so and I wasn't with them. I went and did what I was doing, left them at that tent, helped them set it up. Once they got it set up, I walked away. You got 3 days to get out here and make some money so you could take a trip. You don't make no money, you ain't taking no trip. Now, most people think I spoil them and I'm gonna pay for the trip, but they don't because they don't buy in that I'm actually doing it. But I am. Ask them.
right.
You better ask them.
That's fire.
But no, I mean that's a good key lesson that you're teaching them too. I mean, hey, everything ain't gonna be given to you. You gotta go out there and get it your own. You're a good example of that. I came on the show just now, seeing you making quilts and skirts. I'm like, oh hell no, what else Mo doing? She's an entrepreneur for real. Like she was selling bikes and all types of stuff.
I got my new pattern. I just did my new pattern while Chris was doing his video. I got my new pattern. This is a skirt I made yesterday. And I just learned
Oh snap!
to think about it. I did this. My pattern cost me $5 with $8 because I had two yards. $8, right? I already have the thread. And the only thing I gotta do, throw me some short leggings, put me on a little tank top of what little beige tank top with this and some flip flops, and baby, I'm on my way.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody else is doing. I don't need no Louis and no this and no that for me to. I can take that money and go on the trip and eat at the finest places to be cute as a button. Yep,
Entrepreneur right there.
that's right. That's
I
how.
feel
That's
you
how.
on that.
That's how I'm getting. So when they out there, you know, they out there getting it. I mean, cause think about it. We shopping at Shein and Temu and all of that. I just need some patterns to get some cute dress. All we do is wear sundresses when we go out on the cruise anyway,
Yeah.
right? You can make your own or whatever. I'm not telling nobody to do that. I'm just saying what I do. And so when you think about, because this is what I'm preparing. When you think about people, you got the data centers coming, energy bills going up, utility bills are going up, water and energy.
Yep.
So you already know that's going to take another $100 or $200 out of your pay period per month. You gotta eat, so you're gonna have to shift. That food budget ain't gonna be able. That's not gonna change. So you're gonna have to shift some budget somewhere. So you figure out, well, you got to cut back on some shopping. So what can you do different to keep you from shopping to make sure you still appease when you go and you do your thing? So
Right.
shit, I was like, shit, I'll sign up for that sewing class. Sign me up. And then when I realized how easy it was, I said, oh, I'm gonna make me some skirts. I went and got me two. And then listen, when I finish sewing this one, I'm gonna go to the fabric store and get me some more.
Right. Right. Right.
And it's hot as all get out. And I'm gonna have me some flip flops that cost $1 of all
Mm-hmm.
those colors. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna bling them out because I got a glue gun, and I'm gonna bling them out too.
Hell no.
Hell yes. And
That's
it's
You got a
not
glue
gonna
gun.
matter, huh?
Said you got a glue gun. You gonna bling them out? Yeah.
Yes,
Hey,
I'm gonna bling them out. I'm gonna put ribbons on them. I can put some rhinestones. Oh, I'm gonna be cute.
almost.
And then, with my skirt, I'm gonna make me a hair wrap.
Gonna make you a hair rat.
A hair wrap.
Yeah.
Make me a hair wrap, or I can make me a bow
Mm-hmm.
because I can do a hair wrap. Oh, but I'm gonna have them braids flying, and I have me a cute little hair wrap. What? And look, this one too short, so I'm gonna sew it together. Make sure I got a nice hair tie. What?
Mm-hmm.
Match my skirt with a cute little white tee. Boy, watch. I'm gonna send y'all pictures. I'm telling you, I'm gonna send y'all pictures. Watch. I'm gonna be like, damn, yep, sure did. And then I'm gonna put me a patch in the inside that say Lamb Professional Solutions.
still gonna
That's
put a
right.
pack inside the skirt.
Yep. I'm gonna brand my skirt. You'll never know. Somebody might say, "Oh, that's so cute. Where'd you get that from, girl? I made it. Girl, can you make me one?" Yep. As soon as I figure out how to do the sizes, I can do
Right.
skirts. That's easy. All you're doing is measuring the waist.
Right.
Yep. Cause you man, and so my buddy who's teaching the class, and she do online classes as well. She's a designer. She's taught herself.
Mm-hmm.
Fashion show. I mean, man, those clothes be beautiful, man. And she was like, "Don't worry, just stick around. Once you learn how to get that straight line straight, then you can move on to something else." So that's why I'm practicing. When I get my straight lines, when I get my lines straight, honey, I'm gonna have a whole outfit in a minute.
All over
Hey,
there.
we got Louis Vuitton.
I
She
don't know
trying to
about Louis.
She over there trying to compete with whatchamacallit right now.
Who?
Uh, Whoever working for Louis Vuitton and Gucci.
Right, right.
Whoever
Get
they're
a
doing the
job.
sewing.
Call up
Get a
brand
job.
Ellen.
Get a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having me a whole little outfit right here, boy. Yep. Keep on roll. And don't let me get good at it and I can make me some pattern, make me some little things in the front,
Yeah,
cutouts or whatever.
yeah,
Think about do that with me. Be like, we're more at in that garage. I'll listen to y'all talk about investments and stocks and I'll be right here making me a pattern.
yeah.
That's what it's about. Can't estate plan, you don't know how to make no money.
You ain't
Because think
lying.
think about it. Your jobs, they're finding a way not to hold you till retirement. So if you are here withdrawing from your retirement, right? You're not gonna have nothing later. You're gonna have to keep working.
Yeah,
So, but if you do have a fortunate enough to get a pension from a retirement, kudos.
right.
But you have to figure out, if I was doing something else or I needed to pick up another job opportunity, what would it be? Or if I wanted to stay at home and do something comfortable that I could do from my own home that could still work for me. I don't know how to crochet, so I couldn't pick that skill up yet because that looks a little complicated. So I went to the next best thing or
Mm-hmm.
whatnot. And I got a heat press. So I'm gonna so the one I did one all white skirt and I have a whole bunch of inspirational sayings that I got from Amazon and I'm gonna put
Mm-hmm.
those on those skirts on tomorrow. I'm gonna wear that skirt. I'm gonna wear all these skirts.
All right, I hear you.
I'm I'm not high maintenance. I'm gonna send y'all a picture.
Okay.
I'm not high maintenance.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
listen, the
Like
worst you
you
can
never
do to me,
heard that before.
Right.
listen, the worst you can do to me is tell me my stitching is crooked.
That's crazy.
Yeah, guess what? I don't hang out in places where people critique you and they ain't got nowhere to stay. They stay with their parents. I don't. You can critique me, and you ain't paying no bill. And even if you staying with your parents, are you paying some bills, or you leeching off of them? That's what I should have said. People that's leeching off of somebody else. You can't tell me nothing. What you gonna tell me about my skirt? You can't even make a way for yourself. At least if you're gonna stay there, at least help them. Pay half or something. Pay
Yeah.
pay the utilities, and they pay the mortgage or something. Like
Right.
you can't tell me what you gonna tell me. You can't tell me nothing. So that's why I don't hang around those kind of people.
Right. I
I hang
feel
around people that do stuff like this. Um, you know, they want to see you win. They want to see, when we talk about investing, if money is uncomfortable to you, then we got to talk about how we can make something.
like.
And if
Mm-hmm.
making something is uncomfortable to you, then I don't know what to say. Then I can't really be around you because I'm always trying to make some money.
You ain't lying.
I'm mad I ain't at that flea market right now selling smoothies, making money.
Shoot. Yeah,
Yeah.
life ain't right if you ain't making no money. Right.
Yep.
For me, it ain't right. Something going on.
Sure. It's even worse if you're not even having a conversation about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And see, y'all ballers, y'all reside in places, but guess what? Y'all ball, y'all got them investment accounts popping.
Trying
I
to
don't
at
know why
least.
y'all still single, huh?
I'm trying to at least.
Oh, she want to know how we. She
I
said she
don't know
want to know
why
how we
y'all still
still single.
single.
See, Mo, see, that's that trap, Chris. That's what you got to watch out for. That's that trap. You know why we single.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
know
know.
why we single.
I
Shit.
don't know.
Man, listen. I had you know what? I did meet like a girl. Like she was like, I ain't gonna say she was like the female version of me. She wasn't, but she like she owned that type of time though. Like
Hmm.
she got her investment accounts and she used to trade and whatnot. Like she was cool, super cool.
Hmm.
But you know the saying like they can be cool in every way or good in every way except for the way you need or want.
Dang.
Hell yeah.
What was?
Yeah.
Wait, it wasn't even a compromisable
Mm-mm.
Well, it no, I wouldn't say it's not. It wasn't a compromise. It's just
thing.
like uh it's
Mm.
just I don't know. I can't really put the finger on it because at this point it ain't even about like
It's
distance
what
no
it
more.
was. Attitude. What was it? Shit.
A little bit of that. I'm sorry, man,
Jealousy.
but a little bit of too much. It's just like too much feminist stuff. I can't really deal with that, man. Like if it come to the point, like
Even if you
if you
spend your own
would
money.
if you would pick to be with a woman over a man, like I would have a problem with that. Like if like you a super girl's girl, I cannot deal with that, bro.
Oh,
Like,
oh, you don't like them too girly, huh?
well, no. What I mean is, it's like
Hey, Mo, you a trip.
I
no, it
thought,
ain't
I
about them
thought they
being
said,
girly, Mo. You funny.
what would you say?
No, a girl. You do you know what a girl's girl is?
No.
Okay, so a girl's girl is that it's a woman that will take up for a woman no matter what she does.
Oh, hell no. Uh-uh.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Mo. I don't like women like that. Like it don't matter like how um how many commonalities we have, but when it comes to that, that ain't something I can compromise with.
There
That
is no
just
no matter what.
yeah,
You ain't right no matter what now.
yeah. That exactly that's my point. And I'm just like, that's just gonna be a turn off. That's a big red flag for me. I'm gonna just say no, I'm good on that. So uh, you know.
Oh
Like even
man.
now, I got even now like it's a girl that we just cool, we just chat whatever. Like she kind of got her own thing going on, which is cool. I love that. But she ain't no girl's girl either. So I get like you are empower women, y'all empower each other. That's cool. It's nothing wrong with that. But when you just start, taking up for a motherfucker and they wrong, completely wrong, and they off, and you just like, I don't care. She a woman. So I'm a, defend her every turn. I'm just like, well, you can go to bed, y'all can lick on each other, y'all can die together. Cool. Because you don't want no man. What you want is you want a, you want a sucker is what you want. You want a woman, you want a man in a woman form is what you want. And that
Yeah.
ain't ever gonna be me.
You know,
So,
I learned that every day is a holiday. Every day something can change, something can be different. And
yeah,
so making absolute statements, I learned definitely not to do that.
right.
No absolute statements because anything can change that perspective or that scenario. And so you gotta stay flexible and as long as some don't cause hurt, harm, or danger, you know, I
Yeah.
consider it. Now the only thing my biggest my weakness, I call it a weakness because
Your mic is kind of staticky,
messed
Mo.
up. It's messed up.
All right, you good now.
My dilemmas is that I have to have a voice now. I can't not have a voice. Like I could voice my opinion and say I don't like something, and then I could try to come to a happy medium with it.
Yeah.
But if it's something that like I gotta control or manage and outside of it, then my opinion has to be valued somewhere in there. But if I don't have an opinion,
No, not having an opinion is crazy.
yes, some
No, that's
people
crazy.
they want their way, you know, right, wrong, or indifferent. Like I gotta have at least an opinion somewhere, especially if
Yeah.
it's something to do. Like because I feel that a person can have an opinion. You can have an
See?
opinion and it doesn't affect the overall, you know,
Yeah.
relationship. Just an opinion. It's not an opinion. It's not a type of opinion that's not gonna, where it's gonna harm anything. It's just an opinion about something. That should be
Well,
okay.
well, no, an opinion is a human right. Like,
Right.
I would never try to see some dudes be wanting slaves. I don't want no slave.
I ain't trying
You
to be
know, I don't
one.
want no slave, bro. Like, because you can't, if I'm gonna be the slave master, uh, I know who I want to put in slavery.
They say I know what it is.
It ain't my damn woman. It ain't my woman. Because you might as well be a damn corpse. If that's the case, the corpse ain't just is just gonna do nothing. I, if I want a slave, I know exactly who I want my slave to be.
Right.
There's a lot of people I want to put in slavery right now.
This
Hilarious.
boy, that's Sandra. You hear that, Brandon?
Yeah, I hear him. And I ain't mad at him.
I ain't fooling with y'all.
Yeah, but not having an opinion at all is crazy though. That's wild. And you can have an opinion, that's fine. Now, whether your opinion makes sense or not, that's a totally different thing. But
You
you
know?
get to have one for sure.
Yeah, it don't have to make sense. And sometimes people just need to let people just have the opinion and whether it makes sense or not. It ain't. It's not gonna be. It's not like it's gonna be part of a whole or something. It's just a
Yeah,
person stating their opinion. Like, got to know how to compromise with that.
yeah. And then sometimes people just be wanting to have an opinion just to have an opinion. You just don't like whatever it is, so you just want to have an opinion,
And
and
I
that's
can.
and that's fine too. But say your piece and then be quiet, because you just don't want to resolve nothing. You just want to be heard, so to speak. And if you feel like you want to be heard, I don't know if you're not feeling like you've been heard before, or you just want to talk. I can tell the difference. I can tell the difference.
I had to come on from you the lab. He's
Yeah,
somebody you just want to talk.
yeah, it's a
Hey,
difference.
that's non-productive people.
Yeah, that's exactly what they call it. It's non-productive. You just want to talk, man. Yeah. I tell you what, if you want to talk, get a damn podcast. Somebody will listen to you, but I don't want to hear it.
Say
Right.
that again. Sometimes that's a good idea for some people.
Yeah,
That's a good name for a podcast, too. Just want
just
to talk.
just want to talk. You right, Brandon. Look at you, bro. You thinking heavy already.
I hate, basically, to what Chris is saying, like, yeah, me too. I hate the fact that they just want to talk and then, like, they're over opinionated about something that doesn't really make any sense.
Right.
Like, that's the trouble I get into when I start talking to these girls and they have their opinions and, like, it just goes on and on and on. It's like, shit, we on a date. Hello, goddammit. Let's start there again
Hmm.
and see what we have in common.
Right.
Or let's just or look, or just enjoy it. Like, just enjoy the date,
Right.
and it'll flow. Like, don't bring all that extra. Talk about the food texture or something. I don't know. I
You
want
said
to
the
hear that.
food texture.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of times I don't be wanting to hear what people got going on in their life. That we ain't there yet.
Right,
Keep all
right.
that
We
to
ain't there
yourself.
yet. I don't care about your grandma's bad knee right now.
No,
God.
Right.
we here to enjoy the Eiffel Tower, how tall it is, how good it was built. That well, not your bet.
Real talk.
Yeah, but some skills are taught. Sometimes people don't know how to cultivate those skills.
Hmm. Cause let's be honest. How many times do you sit, and you listen to? I ain't gonna lie. When some people, let's say a shorty I'm talking to or whatever, and I ain't gonna lie, half of the shit they be saying, I don't be caring nothing about. I just be listening though, just to be listening. I don't give a damn about what she talking about, but I'm
Probably 90% of
invested.
the time. Like
Yeah,
when they
Oh yeah,
I'm invested enough just to listen, and just let her talk, knowing that it ain't really nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
But it ain't that. And to me, that to be honest, that's not disrespectful. I'm still listening. I'm engaged, but if you ask me, do I care about the topic? I'm gonna be honest. I'm like, nah, this is some bullshit. Because you think we think we're different. We got a different mindset.
He
They
said
come
this
in,
some
they complaining about something, or some girl or somebody, they doing them wrong. I'm like, damn, yeah, I feel you on that. Knowing damn well I know she wrong. She wrong in what she talking about.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But
In the back of your
you
mind,
know,
like, this bitch crazy.
yeah, I'm just like, but you gotta, as a man, you gotta, you just gotta, sit there and agree with her because, if you don't, then you're gonna be the next on the hit list. So it's just better to be silent and agree instead of then being like, no, you wrong and being confrontational because you just know they gonna go off on you next, and you got to hear this shit for a whole another hour, 2 hours.
She
So
can try.
yeah, so it's really about using your wisdom. Really by using your wisdom. Silence is golden, they say, right? So when you
See, I
letting
know
them
y'all be
vent,
I know
huh?
y'all be doing it. I know y'all be doing that. So I be trying to be smart and only open up conversation about shit I know y'all interested in.
Yeah.
I
Ah!
try my best to get it to. I know I have to figure out okay what this person interest is because I know damn well they interested in nothing that I got going on, especially
But
some stuff. Some
but no,
stuff I be into.
yeah, but no, Mo, like we do that for a reason, like cause either most time it's because we try to, man, we try to problem solve, right? And so like
Y'all
yeah,
do?
yeah, like if our woman come and tell us something that's going on at work or whatever the case may be, or they little beefs or spats with their friends or whatnot, and they tell us what's going on, of course they gonna be like, they gonna come to tell us, and naturally some of us, we gonna like, well, why don't y'all just talk or hash it out? But we learn our lesson after we say that the first time. Because then like they be like, well, whose side you on? Well, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do it this way. I want to slap that, whatever. Or they want to do it another way. And so after that, we just know not to invest in it because you ain't gonna listen to us anyway. So I just listen to it. Just know they on bullshit. Most time they wrong or whatever, or some shit like that. Unless it's disrespect like from a man or something like that, then you more invested and you want to really handle the situation. But if they talking about some shit and they ass and they be wrong and you hearing them out, you ain't finna, interrupt and problem solve. You finna just listen, let her vent, get her out, let her get it out, and just agree with her for the sake of, because if you don't and you try to problem solve, she gonna be on your head next. So, you know, we got brothers got to be smart. They got to know when and when not to engage. And if you engage, you better agree with her, or you're gonna be on the hit list next. And
Shoot, I said, just get up and walk away.
shoot, I mean, yeah, you ain't lying, but I done dealt with some crazy ones. They follow you.
You said they follow you.
Well, I'm telling, yeah, yeah, hell yeah, they follow you.
See, they follow you.
You try to go get in your car and go to the gym or something. Shit,
She in the back seat.
she in the back seat with you, or she pulling up right behind you.
Oh, Chris, you
And
tracked them crazy.
no, I ain't say that happened to me. I just said they have followed me before, and you don't try to go to the gym because now you in public and you gonna get embarrassed. So if you gonna leave, go outside, sit on the porch, or shit, go to the the park or something. But I'm telling you, once you go to the public, anywhere that people around, shit, you gonna get embarrassed. If she like that? That's why you gotta find a woman that's got decorum and that's got some emotional regulation. If they ain't got no emotional regulation,
Emotional regulation.
yeah, yeah. I had to research this stuff, Mo,
I see.
because you got to know the levels. You got to see how some women deal with conflict and arguments, because y'all got y'all levels where y'all escalate shit, or y'all deal diplomatically. And sometimes it takes some refinement and some age to do that with some women, and some women they just have it. It also depends on how old they are. But sometimes, you know, the younger women, it could get like that at any age. But if you need if you need to know how they would act in a situation, you gotta test the boundary sometime, but you gotta do it in a subtle and creative way. And you find
Spit that
out.
game, Chris. Spit that game.
Yeah.
He says, spit that game.
And but you gotta be careful of the ones that, they act too calm, because it's a level of craziness in there that they hiding, and it's gonna come out one day. You gonna think, oh, she ain't gonna react this way, and she gonna flip the script on you. Yeah,
It's gonna take that one little thing for to
yeah,
snap on you.
yeah. You
And
gonna
the water bottle too cold.
yeah, you gonna find out that, hey, she really liked that. She was just playing. She was just playing or hiding that little part about her. And I'm just
Mm,
like, bro, do your research. Do your research.
mm, mm, mm.
Yeah. That's what be wrong with brothers, Mo. That's why they be getting stuck with these women that flip out on them. I'm like, well, first, you lying too much. So, and then not only are you lying, but you getting caught up in your lies and whatever you doing. And I'm just like, shit,
You say you get caught up in them.
yeah. You
Yeah,
lying to them, and then you
that's too
getting
much
caught in it.
work.
Yeah. I'm just like, bruh, honesty is the best policy. Because if you tell them off rip, hey, listen, I like you, you cool, but you probably ain't gonna be the only girl I'm dating. Yeah, you give them the choice to accept that reality or not. I've been learning that honesty is the best policy. You tell them straight up.
Okay,
They
pimping.
might not even like it, but respect it.
At least they know, huh?
At least they know.
Somebody don't come over here cutting up. You already knew that.
Yeah. I'm just
Please
like,
ain't cutting up, Mo.
yeah.
Ah.
God damn.
I'll
So
be over there planning my exit. This one.
they really don't. Oh, Mo, they really don't like when I say, like, they ask me what I'm doing, or what I got going on. I'm like, shit, really? Yes, I'm into making money, man. I'm trying to be wealthy. I should be sounding good until, when you ain't really focused on them like that, and you
When you got to
focus on,
study and you ain't available,
yeah, I'm just like, and I'm always busy doing something, progressing myself. And they feel like, well,
take a lot of
why,
time.
yeah, why you ain't thinking about me, or did you miss me or some shit? And I'm just like, no. What I miss is just money that's not in my pocket right now. What I miss is that SpaceX IPO. Damn it, that's what I miss right now.
Listen, I ain't even miss it. I had the money ready and turned my damn head and I looked in. Hours had to pass by. I said, I be damn.
No, Mo, what you should have did is Fidelity had something going on where you could have bought that, you could have got it 135.
I had the money
Or
and I got the money already in Fidelity, but I didn't even think about opening up Fidelity.
yeah,
I put that money in my weed bull. I was ready. I knew it was coming. It was already showing and everything,
Yeah,
but it wasn't ready to buy. And I
yeah.
see, I turned my damn head.
So
When I saw
you
it
didn't
again, it
buy
was
it.
6 o'clock.
You didn't buy it
Nope.
because it went back down to like
At the
160.
end of the day,
Yeah, it
it
did.
went to 157, then shot back up.
Yeah. So
I know
don't
Brandy
worry.
got it. I know y'all got
Don't
it.
worry. It's probably gonna go lower because they put a sell rating on it.
What was
Oh,
that?
okay.
SpaceX?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even get in on that. Them numbers was too inflated.
Yeah.
Nah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I started learning that, man. Them IPO stocks. Every time a company IPO, bro, that's the worst time to fucking buy, bro.
Yep. It's gonna come right back down, especially if you don't get it as soon as it go.
Yeah.
Right.
And now I found out, like, I found out, like, over the last couple years, studying the securities markets and all of that, why, it does that. Well, for one, you got accredited investors and qualified buyers who buy these shares when the company was private. So they own this stock probably like 5, 10 cents, $5, $10.
Yep.
And when they IPO, they sell their shares. They unload their shares, they sell them. If not, most of their shares, at least some of them. And people thinking, oh well, shit, yeah, I got it cheap before it go up to like $300-400 a share. But I'm just like, well, how you know it's gonna do that? You got to look at the whole picture. You know what I'm saying? It's a $2 trillion uh market cap company.
Right. What's the good use case for that company?
Yeah, I'm just like long term. I see where I see the vision or whatever, but you gotta let this do what it's supposed to do if it's gonna do that at all.
Right.
And so even when the news came out about them trying to get special privileges from the S&P for um basically letting them integrate into the S&P, to get that whole 12 month, a whole year, so they can like build themselves up, and they got rejected. That was, I mean, if the red flags wasn't there before, that definitely was a red flag. So the SEC, was like not letting that go down. Like the S&P 500 rejected that, and um, basically saying no. You need to show how you're gonna make money over time. You need that. You need to do that whole year. I'm not finna let you join the S&P right off rip because it's Elon Musk or you $2 trillion market cap company. No, you need to show and prove how you're going to be able to make money over a time frame, and that lets me know that this company got to prove itself, and people need to understand that. Yeah, SpaceX is cool. It's a good idea. What they're doing, what Elon is doing with the company or whatever, it's amazing. Whatever, but when you're dealing with the public, you need to have proof that you can make money and be efficient as a company. And if you can't do that, why would I let you join? The 500 best companies on the planet, and you haven't proved that you can make money consistently or be profitable. So that's why I'm saying people got to start looking at the whole thing, and you got to understand that um, when you're an accredited investor or like a qualified buyer, and you buy into a lot of these private companies before they go public, you have to know when these companies go public, there have been investors in these companies for years, probably since like SpaceX been alive. It's been a company since 2002 or something like that, right? So there's been investors in this for a long time. And so when they went public and they went on market, a lot of those investors sold their shares, a lot of their shares. Hell, some of them probably sold all of it. They believed in the company while it's private, but taking it public, well, I don't know, Elon. I don't know where you're going with this. You know, the idea seems good, but ideas is not always reality. It doesn't mean that, you know, whatever your idea is or whatever you're trying to do is actually going to happen. It may happen, you know, way into the future, but we don't know. So if we don't know and we don't have that much belief, no, I'm gonna just dump my shares. I've been in since like 5 cents. So, you know, I'm gonna make a ton of money from this trade. They even talked about it. They even talked about the amount of millionaires that this company produced from it going public. So guess what?
Wow.
I'm gonna get the hell out. Why I'm a millionaire?
Because they've been in since it was crowdfunding, right? Since it was
Yes,
raising money.
absolutely. Yes. So now I'm gonna just go ahead and sell my shares, take profit, and shit, do something else.
What happened to the SEC or something where I don't know who it was, but they allowed the investors to get out early versus waiting that 6 week period or whatever?
Oh, so that's like Rule 144 or like the private placement offer,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's another thing. That's like behind the scenes type of thing too. Like that's like the private market. You wouldn't know about that, you know, unless you know you either knew somebody or you studied this or whatever. But that market does allow you to do that. You can hold the shares of what they call restricted or controlled shares, and you have to hold them for a certain time period before you can sell them. But when you got a banker like that, who wouldn't sell their shares after that? Now there's some people that kept their shares, but you know I would offload them a lot of my shares and you know make take some profit or you know hold on to them because you still up regardless. You still up. Now the bad thing about that is when you sell, because yes, you will make a lot of money, you know, but you do have to pay taxes on that. That's the flip side to it. But who cares? When you a multimillionaire, you just you know made multi millions off you know the company going public, and you know you've been holding since 5 cents. Come on, man. Just imagine if you got let's say let's say something you know ordinary. Let's say you got 500 shares at 5 cents. You know that's small, right? You paid $25 for 500 shares at 5 cents. How much you think them shares gonna be worth? You know what did it hit at 135, and you know it went up to like 170. Let's say you sold at 165. I mean, you easily cashed out over $82,000, and that's just you spending $25 in the beginning. Now we know a lot of people had much more shares than that. They probably had 10,000 shares at 5 cents, or a million shares, whatever the case may be. Your return on the investment is crazy. That's why they said they SpaceX made a lot of millionaires off the IPO. Now the smart people, the wealthy people, the rich people, you know, still got their shares and just you know borrowed against them, use it as collateral. And those are those that believe in the company long term. And shoot, who wouldn't in this market? The way everything just keep going up, I mean, you would be a fool to think, there's not going to be some reset at some time. But if you really believe in Elon Musk and you believe in the vision of space exploration, then you don't lose no sleep on this company. Even though some of the fundamentals got to be proven going forward. But it's no different than Tesla investors. If you believe in Elon Musk, hey, you ain't been wrong in your investment thesis. So you say, fuck it, I'm gonna just hold my shares. I just borrow against it. You find a bank, a private lender, and do what it do. Pay no taxes. And you believe the company, the stock is gonna go up over time, so you just pay the interest. You don't lose no sleep because you ain't paying no capital gains tax. You ain't paying no taxes, income taxes on the shares because you didn't sell. You just borrow against it. Win-win situation. So you know, and that's why I do what I do, and what I'm going to start doing more of is talking about the actual aspect of trading, right, and making money from trading, buying and selling, and getting to a point where you have so many shares of a company or whatever that you have enough money, you make enough money off of the shares to where the capital gains on that or the dividends pays you enough money to pay the interest just from you borrowing against the shares that you have. But you have to get to a certain level to do that.
What number do you think that is?
Oh, that's a good question. So I would think it will come down to the person. But let's say whatever your annual income is, the livelihood that you make, you will want to make that amount in dividends or capital gains to be able to pay the interest on that. So that's just like getting adding a bill to your life, right? Adding the expense to your life and being able to afford that. So, and let's grant it, you're a retail investor, you're not gonna get an interest rate from the bank like you would if you were Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. So let's say, you got a little bit of paper. You know what I'm saying? You put a lot into a company. You got about 5 to 10,000 shares of a company or whatever. Because the, the the important part is too, the bank has to be able to trust you. You have to be trustworthy. They have to be like, okay, well, you got enough collateral, well, where we'll do this. And let's say, you know, instead of like 3% or something like, yeah, like 3%, they would charge like Elon or Jeff Bezos or Tim Cook or somebody. They would give them an amazing interest rate, a low interest rate. And for you, you have to pay like 10 to 15%. Is that a win for you doing that?
No, not at all.
Uh, exactly. So you have to get to a certain level to where you can do that, or you have to pay taxes. But if that's your ultimate, if that's the goal you want to go for, like you want to get to that certain level, then that's where you start talking like a big dog. So when you start getting to a level where you own like you own 5% of the shares in a company. So when you get to that level, people start paying attention to you, because 5% of the company really makes you like a director, an officer, or somebody of influence. Because 5% of the company is huge. And even in my studies, when you own 5% of a company, there's certain rules and regulations you gotta abide by, especially when it comes to selling your shares. But when you get to that part, well, what they don't teach in the book is that you can start borrowing against your shares, using it as collateral instead of just paying taxes on all that shit. Because who in reality pays taxes? Let's be honest. Poor people.
Yep.
Poor people pay taxes. Mo, if you saying something, you on mute.
I was saying the same thing y'all said.
Oh, okay, okay. So if and this will go into a solution too, Brandon and Mo. Like, if Black people really wanted to, really empower ourselves and really take over, we have to really take over in a strategic way, right? And I don't think this conversation is a lot of Black elitists or Black supremacists would intrigue them, because it will be taking part in the system or the scam or the scheme, the Ponzi scheme called, the American financial system. So, what am I talking about? I'm talking about doing something called like a hostile takeover when it comes to a company. When you own so many shares of a company, right? Let's take Tesla, right? Let's take Tesla for instance. We all know that Elon owns most of the shares of that company, right? Well, how do you get a voice or a board of director or a seat at the table? You own like 5 to 10
Owning the
percent.
shares.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you own 5 to 10% shares of the company. You start getting a voice and a say so. Okay, so how do you take over a company, or what they
Having
call
the most.
a hostile takeover? Well, you start bringing other people who can afford to purchase a large amount of shares of that company in those board seats, and you gain a little bit of power, a little bit more power, a little bit more power. But see, I think it ain't on nothing like that. We think, okay, the only way we can defeat the great American system or the European or whatever is we gotta unify and all of this other stuff and whatnot. I'm saying we gonna have to do it economically. Gonna have to do it economically. Either we start building up our own businesses, and pulling our resources, our money together in our own businesses and taking over that way, or we start taking our dollars and purchasing all the shares in these companies and getting on these board seats, and we will have to do the same thing politically as well. That is how you would take over a system. When you start putting more of our people with the knowledge and understanding and historical aspects that we have, and start putting ourselves in these seats, then we start. That's how to take over, because now we can do it from inside out. You know, Elon may own 50% of the shares of the company, but what if we own another 50%? Now, guess what? We equals.
Yeah.
We got say. And if enough, and how do politics work in a workplace, at a business? You got
Majority wins.
yes, the majority wins. When you got board members who vote for certain things in the company, they teach us this in the book too. You start having a say so over certain things. But I guess you probably like, well, how the hell would a person let themselves be equals with somebody else? Who gonna say no to money? Who gonna say no to money? But that's why you put people in those chairs, in those boardroom seats, and on board of directors. Oh man, ain't nobody trying to do that. That's just partaking into the system. Well, how do you think the system is going to change if we don't put ourselves in these positions? What you think? You gonna have some random person that you don't even know, don't know how they grew up or anything like that. You think just showing up to a couple meetings and talking to them about their plans and policies and sharing your ideas with them, and they ain't from where you from, and they weren't raised how you was raised, and they ain't got your oh, okay, I see you, Mo. They ain't got your ideas and your shared thoughts in mind. You ain't finna get nobody like that. That's come on, that's the reality. That's the reality. In reality, how you accomplish things, you either put yourself in position or you put others in position that come from your sect or from where you from that can relate to you in those seats and your ideas. But you can't do that. You can't change nothing if you doing business or you doing things with people who don't have your interest in mind. Like I can't put Mo up there in a seat and expect her to maneuver and do our bidding with people who don't have our shared interests. No, we gotta try to get everybody, and we gotta try to get a judge in our counties. We gotta get mayors. We gotta get you know police stations, all of that. We got to get that type of. We got to have that type of camaraderie. We got to put people in there that's gonna do that. We can't just be working talking about the enemy and then trying to work with the enemy. That don't make sense. That ain't gonna never work. So if we gotta have all black judges, all black police stations, all black county clerks, uh, all black libraries. We got to do that. That's the only way. That's the only way, in my opinion.
I'm gonna give you a little pushback.
Okay, okay, okay.
When you say all black judges, all black librarians,
Yeah,
I've learned that. What's the old saying? All skin folk or ain't kin folk or whatever.
I'm glad you said that because these ain't just black people. We ain't talking about just any black person. They gotta have our mindset.
Right.
They gotta be like us. They gotta have our interests. It's got to be a shared and similar interest. And if they don't do the job right, we kick their ass out and we put somebody else up there. I'm saying theoretically, that's the idea, right?
Right.
We can't just have, black people who ain't into investing and, who ain't into the financial literacy and, doing right for black people. No, we can't have those type of people.
Right.
Them ain't the skin folks we want. We want the skin folks that, they bleed what we bleed. They believe what we believe. You know what I'm saying? They believe that, Black America gotta be taken care of. It's gotta be our interest. It can't be, oh no, I got my hand in the white man's pocket or whatever the case may be. It can't be that. Yes, we got to do business with other ethnic groups. That's the reality. However, but we can't have people not in these seats and in these positions not doing our bidding. Because I don't care how much we complain and go to a bunch of meetings and voice our concerns. If they don't care about our community and what we got going on, and all they have to do is just hear our opinions and what we
It-
want to work on. It
It's, the, it's just a public hearing. That's
Yeah,
it.
it's just
Check
a
the block.
public hearing. I'm just showing up to an event. That's it. So I love the idea that I don't listen. I don't care about a person's religion when it comes to, you know, what they believe as far as spiritual. That ain't got shit to do with me. If they believe in black people need resources and we need the best, that's good enough for me because that's it. That's all we need. Black people need the resources. We need to take care of ours. If that's the mindset that we have, we can discuss everything else later. Like when they used to say, race first, I'm with that 100%. I'm with that. But what I'm not with is a fairy tale or utopia like a lot of black people have. They think it's finna just be like some one black world government type shit like the Bible. It's like they may have stopped believing in the Bible, but they thoughts and processes is just like the Bible, thinking it's finna be like one world government type shit or whatever. Like where black people finna be ruling and everybody else is finna be, serving us. I'm just like, bro, that ain't real life. That don't never work like that, bro. That's just not real. That's like a whole fantasy idea that you got from damn being a Christian. To where they make you believe that it's just finna be a, you know, everybody finna be just serving you. That's never been real world. That's just not it. You know, people like to group Europeans all in one bucket. I'm just like, the real world don't live like that. You got the British, you got Portuguese, you got Spanish, you got Germans, you got French, so forth and so on. And each one of them damn groups got something they good at. Now, how you work together, it's like here, we can all eat like this. When black people start thinking like that, on a global, we could compete, but we don't think like that globally. And how the hell are you gonna compete with somebody if you ain't even got your own shit in order? You can't do that, man. You can't have a black community, let's say in Texas and in Chicago, Illinois, and South Carolina, and you got white people running your shit. They don't give a damn about you niggas. Long as they do something to keep you content. And when you start complaining, they can just hear you at the meeting and still go back and do whatever it is that they gonna do until they up out of them seats. So, but we gotta fight to put the right people in there for us, is what I'm saying. And we gotta encourage people to do that for us, for the community. Because we all talk about this is for the culture, this is for that. But I'm just like, if you go to, all of these popular companies and podcasts and shit like Earn Your Leisure, all that should be great on the surface level. But Earn Your Leisure ain't got nobody in the White House. They ain't got nobody in they county, they city, state, or federal government doing no work. They ain't got nobody in the schools, nothing. All we got is fucking podcasts and fucking streaming shit. That benefits one person or one group. But that shit dies off. But if I got a school, if I got a pipeline for a county clerk or for a police department, and I got people coming up under me under my ranks, and I become head chief, and now this is my sergeant, or so forth and so on. Now we building a pipeline. This is like what they call it. What they call it in African culture. What does they call it? Let me try to
What are you
remember.
talking about?
Uh, where you do
Succession? What are you talking about?
no, you create a rites of passage.
Rites of passage, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, so you can teach them how to be the next person in line.
yes. African Emporium use Ubuntu all the
Yeah,
time. I am
they do
because
that
we are.
here.
Huh?
They do that. They do that here for them. I
Yeah.
remember when
But
they started in middle school and they identified the next 20 leaders.
yes, that's what we need nationwide, domestically, globally. And we just did that in our communities here. We create more black police officers. We create more black lawyers. We create more black judges. We create more black doctors. We create more black mayors. What you start to see here, we start seeing black people taking an interest in every field of life that you need. Then you can start seeing more black law firms, black hospitals, black grocery stores. We already got like black farmers associations and things like that. But guess what? That shit just started spreading like a disease, man. Then it become a damn pandemic or an epidemic of blackness all around the damn globe, where people really taking a self-interest in themselves and really doing something for themselves, for the community, for the people. Because we got all the historians in the world. We got all people that just teach online and share books and become authors. We have all of that already. But that ain't enough. That shit gotta be taken up another level. It should be a Monica Lamb high school, or a technical school, technical institute, a Monica Lamb library, or courthouse. All of these things that already been established in the past. They should have our names on it, because we built that through community and love for ourselves and our demographic. But if we can't start thinking like that, all of this, I'd just be hating all this black supremacy shit. Listen, I used to be all about that shit, but the more you talk to these Negroes and you hear them, they crazy as hell.
They can't accept change. That's the problem.
That's a great point, Brandon. Just simply put. And I'm just like, bro, there's never been
Yeah,
like,
they're one dimensional.
yes,
And so when
yes,
change happens, they fear it and they lash out versus, and they want
yeah,
to talk about the negative part of it versus. I'm gonna tell you, I was watching this little AI storyline on Facebook, and they had did one.
mhm,
This African, they had did one with babies, right? And the baby came out super smart, and the baby, baby, this one little thing that the baby said, the baby was in competition with another baby over a girl in the daycare, right? So he was upset. So he said, they said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm thinking." And they said, "What are you thinking about? You mad because you lost the girl to the denim shirt?" He said, "Oh, I'm not concerned about that because I'm rebranding."
yeah.
Hell no. Yeah.
It's too funny because he said, "Hey," they told him he was mad. He said, "I'm not mad. I'm emotionally there's something he used." And he was like, "I'm rebranding." He said, "I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna strategize. I'm gonna put my shades on, and every time she try to get my attention, I'm gonna pretend like I don't see her, and she gonna come after me." Oh man, it was crazy. I say that to say this in reference to what you were saying is that instead of getting upset, mad, lashing out, learn how to rebrand, strategize. As a matter of fact, You have to be working on more than one strategy at a time. We thinking that they're just working on what they just put out. When in
Yeah.
actuality, they're already on the plan for the next 10 years. This
Yeah.
plan that you see right now was 10 years ago. So you behind. So your conversation makes no sense to them.
Right.
It's all about forward thinking. That's it.
Yeah.
Yes. Forward thinking. Yep. And you gotta always have that particular piece, you know.
Well,
And it seems like you're just meeting and talking. Like I have this plan that I'm doing right now that Shanice and I is working on. And the person was like, "Well, when am I going to see it? Can I see it?" And it was like, "Well, no, we can't give you the plan yet because when we give you this plan, only thing you're going to be able to do is edit, or maybe change a word here or there because it's going to be already outlined. Because when we give you this one, we moving on to the next plan. This
right.
one's going to be for 2027. We want to be working on 2028. Once we put this in your hand, we going to be building on this. This is just the pilot piece of the introduction. We want to work on the advanced piece once we give you this." And they didn't understand that. I'm like, you don't gotta understand it. You'll learn one day.
Right.
You know,
Forward thinking.
you want to
Primary.
appeal to a new audience, a new target audience. Like we introduced that Gullah cruise this year, man.
Yeah.
People were crazy. Even the cruise boat guy, they said y'all should have sold this out. What y'all putting on this show y'all putting on right now? Y'all should have sold it out. And I was like, yeah. I said we probably could have if I had sold all the way up to the weekend. I said, but because I'm a type of person. I want to see the money first. I want to make sure that we can sell out beforehand. We cut it off at 300. We had 300 people on a Thursday night.
Right.
So I was like, okay, we planning for next year. Well, this time we plan for next year. We gonna plan for the whole for do something in Savannah, and it leads into it. So we'll have people already there because I don't want to have to deal with transportation. I don't want to have to deal with people. I want people to already be in the area, right?
Mhm.
And so, just and so they were like, tell us what we can do to help. That's how you create partnership, sponsorship. That's how you get people on your side. That's how you know, people see, okay, I see that work for them. Okay, I can get behind that. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that.
But it takes planning and it takes time and sometimes it takes isolating from things that you want to do, you just can't do.
Yeah.
You gotta take some time. If you want to be a change maker, you want to build the community or build the organization, build a program. You can't be entertained every day now.
Yeah. Hey, that's the truth of the matter. That's the truth of the matter, boy. Please. I just can't be killing me, man. It's comical at this point. I'm just like another know-it-all with no answers. Every time I see shit, bro, I'm just like, yeah, you know everything, good brother. Nigga with no life insurance and no retirement trying to tell me about life. It's crazy. Trying to tell me what the youth need. Okay. I tell you
Indeed.
what, I just kind of look at everything and we all got an idea or an opinion or whatever.
It's at that point where you start to self analyze and be like, all right, why am I giving my attention to this person? Why I could be doing something else that's productive. It's those moments for me. I'll
Yeah.
sit in an event or something like that, and I'll just sit there, listen to the speaker, and let it be like a conference for finance or something like that. And if he says one thing wrong or I know that's not right, I'll get up from that conference and just walk out.
Right.
It's all about you know having the ability to you know digest the information, make sure it's right, make sure you like the information, make sure the person basically what you said earlier is on the same platonic level as you. And then, what Mo said too, introduce yourself, switch business cards, how can this person help you? How can you introduce this person to your community? You know, there's a lot of things that, black people are not doing that they should be doing. And it's the craziest thing too, because I can't believe that black people are not doing these things because we're the most influential people on the planet.
Yeah.
Look, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh snap!
I'm in for my niece.
Yeah, she done found another skill that's gonna pay the bills.
What's that? Spider Man? What's that on there?
It's butterflies. Hold on.
Uh,
Let me hold up.
That's fire though, man.
Let me see how to mess with the layout. Hmm, let's figure out how to do this damn layout. Can't figure it out. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Let me put it on the big stage. I hate to see it.
you
See?
just finished that now?
Huh?
You just finished that right now?
Yep. I just did it while y'all were talking. I just have to hem the rest of the bottom. See, I did one side. Did one side of the hems. So I have to do the other side. I did it backwards. So my niece is like, "Yes, give it to me." My niece is an artist, so I'm thinking I'll ask her if she wanna, cause she'll do things like that. Put if she wanna put lace on the bottom, like we can
Yeah.
lace the bottom, and she
Hmm.
got her a cute little skirt.
Question,
Ah!
question is, are you gonna charge Janice for that?
No,
Ha.
she gonna be my model.
Okay.
Mhm.
Make
She'll
sure
be
she
my.
signed at 360.
I know, right? Yeah, she'll be my model. So, you know, that took little or nothing to do. Yep. I had a couple bloopers moments, but you don't know it. I fixed it.
That's dope though, man. Dope.
Yeah.
Dope as hell.
Keep on
So
talking.
2026 should have been, could have been, would have been for everybody to start estate planning, uh, game planning for owning assets, and building your knowledge base.
Mm, yes.
I'm just like, you know, when I did like a little deep dive on like uh, what I did a deep dive on private equity or private credit and private equity, uh, charities and foundations, and peeping the scheme on that,
Mm-hmm.
and really
They give,
invested my time in doing videos about it. Right?
they're giving out money right now too.
Who?
Those
Charities?
foundations,
Oh yeah.
endowments.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. But did you know that that is a tax harbinger?
Tax harvesting spot.
Yes.
Yep. Yes.
And that's another thing black people could take advantage of.
Yep.
But we think, oh, it's only for white people or rich people. But if we just had a difference and a shift in mentality, a lot of things would, become open to us because a lot of us, we just believe, oh, America's bad or whatever. But these same people don't never leave America. That's the crazy part. Um, and really understand like the tax code instead of like, I'm not talking about the tax code from the perspective from scammers and grifters. Because them niggas gonna get you locked up.
Yeah.
They gonna get you locked up. But
Real
actually,
talk.
from knowing the tax code and what's legal, we could be keeping a lot more money in our pockets if we just took the time to invest. Because every time we talk about investing, right, it's not always about investing in stocks and things like that. Sometimes it's investing in knowledge and information.
Yes.
Being more knowledgeable and understanding of the society you live in and how these people play this game and stay winning. Because Mo, like Brandon, we all know that most of our gripes is about opportunities, what we ain't getting or what
Right.
somebody else got, right?
Yep.
But can y'all see in the world we live in right now, the reality of things, what opportunities we don't have that we can't take advantage of?
Well,
I'm talking about just strictly access. Because I
what
know, in the past, we didn't have access to a lot of things. And we have a lot more access now to a lot of things that we don't know of, but some access to things that we do know of. But when your mind is, when you live in a certain area and you come up under a certain tutelage where your mind is only focused on the entertainment part of America, you won't see the access. Or you might even hear the access, but that shit to you is corny. That's only for white people. That's only for people like Thomas and Billy and Adam and Greg. It ain't for niggas like me. But
outside
yeah, go
outside
ahead.
of outside outside of investing in the market or real estate,
Hmm.
um have being able to have access to capital, not having access to the capital. So there's possibility that you can get access to the capital. It's who's your buyer's market for whatever it is you're trying to do, right? Yeah,
Right,
outside of just trading aspects of it, if you're doing business, that's why I always sided on the side of contractual services.
right.
Because even if you got private contractual services, that's consistent cash flow. And
Mm,
then once you're able to accumulate cash flow, then you're able to, put that percentage aside so that the investment can make money for you so you can be your own lender. But it's identifying that buyer's market. So instead of just going, you can't just go into business for anything. You have to have buyers, right?
right. Absolutely.
So there has to be a demand for it.
Hmm.
And I think what happens minute now in the areas that where there is some favor, which is in the general contracting world, um, or transport world, still is construction world. Even if you don't, I think a lot of times our folks go in with, I have to be the primary, I have to be the underdog. Sometimes you got to take the sub option to learn the lay of the land,
Right, right,
or take it sub in the big dog arena of it or area of it, and then go after primes in smaller venues,
right,
because one will wash the other one hand, and you'll become more sustainable. And I think that understanding that, and the more I deal with businesses, or finding out what is the best case scenario where you will have a limited amount of pushback to push that type of business forward. I say to this day, besides the general contractors or the construction folks, that intellectual disability has been the best case scenario I've seen in thus far. When I'm
Mhm.
watching Coach do, man, in that circle, and how they are able to generate, especially if you manage your funds correctly, the
Mhm.
funding that they're able to get. Matter of fact, speaking of that, let me put a pin in that. Cuba just got his private schooling accredited or approved, yeah, approved and accredited in New
That's
York
fire.
and in North Carolina. So that
Fire.
means that every student that they bring into that program, I
Mhm.
think you get like 8,000 per child.
Wow.
That's not just power, that's economic power.
Yes. Yes.
You
Yes.
talking about to be, and so they could get up to, I think in North Carolina they get up to 850 schools.
Wow.
Um doing it. It happened I think last week or the week before.
Yeah.
So they're super excited. You know, GA is a instructor for them.
Yeah. Shout out
Domo
to
is a
Q Butter in there, man. Yeah.
Yep. A lot of
Right.
them are instructors for them at the school. And so they have the location in Kingston, North Carolina, and then in New York, they have the hybrid or
Yeah.
whatnot. And then, of course, they're online. So they have it already on the website, the approvers, the New York and the North Carolina approvers. In real time, you can check it out. You can look it up. You can do whatever
Yeah.
you want. It's legit.
Fire.
So that is exciting, So when you
Yeah.
talk about building, my little 2 cents of knowledge to add to is connect with associations because that's
Mhm.
gonna funnel those kids through school in the same sense. They'll land, jobs or whatever until they're able to build and do things on their own and then get and my next line would be get into contractual services,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
and get that revenue flow. Because grants is not favorable right now. They're available, but they're not favorable. But contractual services is teaching
Right.
young adults, having that STEM component. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. So it can happen when you see the need. We know the need is education. We know they're pulling funding from public to private. You
Mhm.
have abundance of in-home schooling individuals out of there. It's just a matter of your starting your neighborhood. Start with
Yeah.
the kids in your neighborhood who are having trouble comprehending and not making the grades. Convince their parents to have them come to your homeschool.
Yeah.
That's how you build it.
Well, Danny used to always say, "Start where you stand, man."
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
that's a true statement. That brother used to got some cold bars, boy.
So
Start
that's
where you
exciting to
stand.
have somebody with the, right there that
Yeah.
has approved. Old boy's been working on his school forever.
Yeah.
And here they
One
go.
more.
They
Yeah.
did it. Yeah, they did it with little not. They have millions of dollars. You
Right.
know,
Hmm.
they put the plan together.
Yeah. Shout out to that brother, man, and everybody that's aiding to that system that he got in place now. That's dope, man. I love
Yeah.
to hear that.
Super intelligent. Like I said, GA is an instructor. A
Yeah.
few of the other guys, are instructors or
Hmm.
whatever. Man, that's you talking about putting credentials together
Yeah.
to build something of that magnitude. To be there, I was in the airport today.
Hmm.
And this is a white guy, but he was a vet. He's a active duty soldier,
Right.
and he's headed to resiliency school. I was doing summer resilience, and he said, "Hey, do you know anybody?" He said, I'm over the Yellow Ribbon." So I said, "What are you doing in the military?" He's like, "I'm over the Yellow Ribbon program." He says, "As a
Hmm.
matter of fact, I'm the coordinator, and I'm looking for resiliency instructors because everybody we train, they get the training, but they don't want to instruct." And I be having like 400 family members in the building. So I know a few retirees that are
Yeah.
credentialed that love doing that kind of stuff. I hit them all up, two civilians, male and female, and two
Hmm.
retirees, and it was like, hey, yeah, I go to Kentucky, pay me,
Yeah.
put me down, so
Yeah.
that could open up the doors for other installations, you
Right.
know, getting
Yeah.
that training, get that contract, go out there, whatever, every month, go out there and do some training. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
No shortage of opportunities.
No, sir. Yep. Yeah.
And I'm just like,
Yeah.
bro, there's opportunities out here.
Yeah. You gotta put you go to put and you gotta build those skill sets though
Yeah,
to
you
make it
do. But
happen.
you got, yeah, you gotta want to do it. You gotta
Yeah.
want to do it. We
Yeah.
gotta stop saying shit is corny
Yeah.
because you ain't an athlete or you ain't an entertainer, man.
Yeah.
It's just too many avenues, man.
Yeah. You'll sit there and you'll do all that work for somebody else. And then if it's time to build your own or have your skill set support somebody else, and you have to put that work in, you act like it's too hard and you don't have time. But you just sat on that job that's already not paying you enough.
Exactly. I'm just like, man, I be talking to people. I'm like, man, you can say whatever you want, man. You know, the stuff I go through and have to do, and handling my business, and I work hard to get where I'm at right now. And it may not seem like a lot to you. I don't give a damn what it seems like to you. But I know one thing. This ain't about punching nobody clock, but you know, I put myself in a position to where I pay everything out of pocket. I went and got my licenses all out of pocket. I went and got product. You know, got scammed on some shit, lost some money, got stolen from, and to get to where I'm at right now, to where somebody can call on me for a skill set that I have and pay me for that, and I can pay my bills and do whatever the hell I want with the money that I'm receiving from the work that I put in. You got to be out of your mind if I'm not gonna step with that energy. You crazy. I'm just like, you can say, oh man, you just got a little small business, man. You ain't got nothing going on. I'm just like, bro, do you know how difficult it is to have a business, period, and to actually make money from the business, to be profitable? And you got the safety and security of a 9 to 5, so to speak. But I'm just like, bro, I've been doing this shit full time now for over a year. Imagine having to pay your bills, stay afloat, still be studying to get other skills and licenses and certifications, and to try to live too with just your income from what you do. I'm just like, bro, people be trying to shit on entrepreneurs, but entrepreneurs was, you know, small business owners what's keeping this damn engine running. Otherwise, a lot of you people be cooked, man. Especially the ones that can still provide, local people in the community a job and help.
Yep.
I'm just like, y'all don't understand. To put yourself out there as somebody with skills to go make your own money and not, you know, this ain't no shade, like I said. Hell, so for even some jobs, you gotta have a skill set. You gotta have a degree or a certification or something, some type of license. But to bet on yourself, it's nothing like it, bro. I'm sorry. It's nothing like it. And then only that to be a service to somebody else, to put
Yep.
somebody else on for a need. That's why I'm like, boy, Mo should have, 1 million people tuning into her damn shows. It don't matter if she talking about motherfucking this right here, sewing. Because what can
Right.
you say? Mo is resourceful. She always got more than one skill set or sharing more than one skill set to get some money.
You better know it.
I'm just like, shit, I don't want nobody that ain't resourceful around me. If you ain't got no use and you just nothing, all you can do is complain.
Hey, the lady who taught me,
Yeah.
the this she be on her stream, and she be posting to her social media, and she be like, let me see them skirts. Let me see them
Mm-hmm.
skirts. You gotta get your skills up. You gotta get, you gotta get you some clients. Let me
Yeah.
see the skirts what y'all made today. She'll post what she made. She'll be like, what y'all made today? Let's get these skills. Because she already knows, you know, she's gonna get hers, but she's trying to teach you that hey, you could do it too. I can't
Exactly.
sew for everybody.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, man, shoot, boy, baby, shoot. A lot of people, I'd be happy when something like that come around. Nobody really trying to put me on and show me something, show me how to do something, and trying to make sure I'm good at it. Man, that's priceless, man. Y'all better have, yeah, keep people like that around you. I'm just like, I don't run an efficient business without Mo. I don't. Granted, I do, my own due diligence on stuff, but I'm not in this position if I've never met Mo, to make sure, I stay on top of my shit. How to, how to do business, what you supposed to do, how you supposed to correlate your business with, what the IRS wants. I'm just, I'm just like, man, Mo should have a whole bunch of people watching her damn show. Don't matter if she go live to sell socks.
Boy, you silly.
Everybody should be tuned in. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm. I'm talking about beat nobody up. Listen, the worst part, somebody was like, "Girl, you don't never get no views. Why you go live?" I said, "Cause shit, I be practicing on live. So when I do my in person, guess
Right.
what? I'm gonna be ready.
Yeah.
Cause if
Exactly.
that camera on me, I know somebody watching,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna be ready. But when I am, and that's why I don't have no, that's why I don't have no emotion when people be like, "Oh, you going again? Oh, you gonna be doing it?" When I watch at the end of the summer when I hit Vegas or whatnot in Orlando for my Veterans Day. Oh, you going again? You
Mm,
into something again? Well, guess what? Because you sat there and you watched me make money with no, I mean, I'm making no YouTube money, but you said that you watch me. I try to give you game.
mm-hmm.
You ain't put your plan together. That's on you.
They
Whatnot.
should. Yeah, they could have been on the trip with you. Shit.
You could be on the trip with me, but you can't go because you sit
Yeah.
around and did nothing.
Yeah,
You
that's
you sat
crazy.
around, you sat around and talked about me because of what I was doing.
Facts.
I wasn't talking about you. I ain't even concerned.
Yeah. Exactly.
In a whole nother world. And I'm doing, I always have a message to my man that's my niece want to be a fashion designer. So I have to
Hmm.
learn something so I can help her.
Yeah. Exactly. It's a good point. Brandon, what you think?
What, Mo not take me on a trip with her?
Yeah, she definitely be selfish on the trip.
No.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you guys put out, you guys are getting what you guys put out already. I mean, Mo's always into some. Chris, you're always elevating. I mean, like, anybody hate on y'all, let them hate. Congratulations, y'all got haters. I mean, it's a product of what you guys put into it. So if you put that, like you said, Chris, put that money into buying shoes, getting yourself self taught, that's your reward at the end. You shouldn't have no type of haters at all. You're doing what you're actually supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Mo again, Mo should have more than how many views you get or how many subscribers you got now, Mo?
Shit, eat something. What's wrong with them subscriptions?
I remember what was that like 2, 3 years ago? You only had what, probably like 200.
239. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you
Hey,
got 800.
hey, Chris helped me get that.
Yeah. I'm
Right. See,
trying to get some subscribers up.
I think I
slow
got
pro
872.
872. Hold
Yeah.
on, let me check. Let me see, because I'm actually on two right now. I thought it was 856 last check.
Oh, it's up. Chris got it up.
We got some extra subscribers on there now.
Chris been doing some shorts.
Yeah, Chris got 222.
Chris,
Yeah, that shit was like
Chris
at
had,
a
Chris had
hundred.
to start over. Chris, I
Yeah,
can't believe your Facebook page was like 16,000 and you had to start all over.
Why do you
yeah.
have to start over?
Cause man, Facebook was hating, bro.
They was hating.
Yeah, bro. They kept like them niggas was supposed to pay me like a lot of money for like my sneaker page that I had. I had like 17,000 followers.
Yeah, yep.
And like they deleted my whole Facebook, everything, my regular page. They deleted everything, bro. Like,
Facebook did this.
yes, they
It's up,
deactivated
it's up
my
right now,
shit, bro.
Chris. It's still up.
Well, my sneaker page is, but my Chris Logic Woods Facebook page,
Yeah.
that shit gone.
Okay, I see your sneaker page. I said, damn, Chris had a lot of subscribers. I was
Yeah,
showing it to somebody bragging on your page.
yeah. Even my Instagram page, my craft services, or was used to be Wall Street Logic. I got
Mhm.
30,000 followers on there, and they be not. They my videos don't be getting a whole lot of views no more. I'm just like, bro, y'all just be stunning my page, and when they start to have to pay me, they start taking my views down.
Man, if you don't put that, you put that shit on TikTok.
Yeah,
The question is, do you save every one of your videos though?
yeah. Oh yeah, my TikTok been popping. I ain't gonna lie.
Get monetized somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm just like, bro. I thought about deleting my Instagram because I'm just like, bro, I got all these fucking followers, and my damn videos only got like 80, 200, 300 views. Are you serious?
Chris,
I'm
you
just like,
monetize on TikTok?
no, they trying to get me
Hey,
to.
I wish y'all could pull up my damn niece and nephew, damn TikToks.
They
God.
monetize.
No, we trying to figure out how to do it.
Oh
Thousands.
no.
Tonight is going viral couple times.
Yeah,
I
like
mean, I
most
mean,
of my videos got millions of
200,000. I
views.
think one of her thing got millions.
how
Yeah.
many subscribers she got though?
Oh yeah,
One
followers.
of them
Yeah.
she got follow. She have I don't know. She got a lot. I think she has enough to monetize.
Because I think the number you need is like 1,000 or
2,000.
2,000. Yeah,
Yeah, she got more than that.
yeah. Yeah. Throw some in the back chat.
I only got like
Okay, you
1,500
please.
followers though.
You monetize, Brandon?
I'm trying to. I created a Instagram page. That's where y'all see me. I guess that one week I was just throwing up some random stats of my futures trading on my Facebook. It was
Yeah.
linked, so I'm doing something on Instagram where I'm just doing like my daily trades or like me trading every other day, and I'm just throwing them on Instagram.
Yeah.
So, but no, I'm definitely trying to get monetized.
Yeah, because I had got monetized and shit. Them niggas my videos don't be getting that many views now because of bullshit that Meta be doing now. I'm just like, bruh, all these them new rules that they had. So they start going to what they did was they start going to like my old videos and like reporting like, oh, you gotta take this down or this is licensed content. I'm just like, it wasn't licensed when I posted it.
Right.
And most times it's like the music that's in them, right? And so once I started peeping the game on like, the copyright issues, I'm just like, what can I do about a video that's 3-4 years old? You know what I'm saying? That shit old. I can't do nothing about that. Just like delete it then. I don't give a damn. Just put my fucking page back in good standing and being recommended so people can watch my shit. Cause now I'm putting up meaningful content. You know what I'm saying? And I need them shits to be watched. I'm not necessarily worried about likes. It's now they pay you for shit like that, but they've been hating. I'm just like, bro, y'all, this shit is fraud, man. It's fraud. At the end of the day, that's just like social media is a scam. At the end of the day, because like if your video get millions of views, they only gonna pay you a certain amount.
Right.
But if I get people to come watch me in person, I get all of that benefit, that notoriety or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I just need y'all to subscribe. I don't give a damn about, you liking the video. Just view that shit, hit the subscribe button. You can like and comment because I don't care about your opinions. I don't even respond to them. Matter of fact, you can say whatever. The people be commenting on certain stuff and they be having all these opinions. I don't be giving a damn. I don't even look at it. But that viewership and them subscriptions be mattering.
Oh hell yeah.
So
That's all and that's the hard part, trying to get those views, because you got to put in the right, hashtags or whatever.
yeah.
Finished product. Finished product.
Yeah. So
Yeah, too. So,
yeah. So I be having a look. I go to my TikTok. I got 88,700 something likes, right? And I got 1,584 followers. And I got a couple videos on here that done 1 million or more. Let me see if I can find this shit real quick. That's the video that got everything popping. That video did. Let's see. The people still liking that video to this day. That shit got millions. Where is it at? And then they took the hashtags away too, so you only can put 5 hashtags now.
was that on Facebook or on?
On all social media: Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Damn.
Look at this. This Charlie
What did they take?
Charlie Munger video got 87,700 views. Let me see what is video at. It was the margin call video. I gotta find it. It's hating, bro. Man. Yeah, here it go right here. 1.9 million views just from that video alone. 1.9 million with 75,000 likes. This one, 221,500 views. Anton Creel, 70,000, almost 71,000 views. Another video, almost 41,000. This one, 24,000. This one, 18,000. This one, 14,000. That one, 10,000. This other one, 75,000. I'm just like, bro, I got millions of views on this damn page. Where's the money? Cut the check. Look at this. This one, 19, almost 20,000. This one, 10,000. This one, 27,000. This one, 55,000. Yeah, bro, I got probably over 3-4 million views. Probably more than that.
What you say? Cut the check.
Cut the check, bro. This on TikTok, but I don't know how to do see, like when you go to system notifications, they say you're outperforming 90% of creators with similar follower counts. Shit, I'm probably outperforming a lot of creators with people who got more followers. But they want you to do something called like a TikTok live or some shit. Like claim your first time reward and post your first video or some shit like that. I'm just like, bro, I don't know what that is. Just sign me up for monetization. Yeah, I don't know how to work TikTok like that.
Yeah. Through. Well, you seen that video I put in the back chat? Yeah.
Let me see. Check it. How to monetize streaming on Twitch and YouTube.
No, it should be TikTok. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see that one too. Yeah, I see that one. definitely need to get paid from these streaming.
Mo, what you got over there? You drinking some hooch?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't hear you, Mo.
It's a probiotic.
Oh,
Transformative
wow.
hydration probiotic.
Mhm.
Okay, all right.
I'm trying to. And then I was gonna start doing my.
Good.
Somebody give it to me to try.
Oh,
Oh, okay. I was gonna start doing my training content too. Uh, yeah. So shit, I got plenty of content to put up.
I be working out.
You be what?
I be working out. Brandon pop in my chat sometimes.
yeah, I pop in that chat. I see on the back. I'm like, look at Mo going. Yeah.
Man, I don't even be seeing people. Y'all pages no more, man. My shit be flushed with
You don't
bullshit
see
now.
my go live?
No, I don't see when you go live.
I go live every day at 6.
Oh shit, I don't never see that. I don't never see that. It be stupid shit in my damn feed.
I need my niece to come down so she can try on this skirt.
Yeah, you might be selling products soon.
What you, what you say, Mo?
I need my niece to come down so she can try on this skirt.
Your mic a little choppy.
Okay, let me go down.
Chris, you say you gonna start selling products?
I said she was gonna start selling products.
No.
Yeah. Shit, I might. This protein company I get my protein from. I can start wholesaling through them. So I will. I probably will soon.
So yeah, start that fitness channel.
Yeah. I'm thinking about starting all that up, man. Instagram, that's bullshit. I'm just like, man, and stop letting these fake pages follow me, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting on Instagram. I'm getting a lot of them. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah. I be and like I don't want to make my page private because people can't see your shit if it's private.
Right.
I'm just like, bro, y'all just keep letting all these fake profiles up. I'm like, bro, we know these is fake. These not real pages. Every time you see a bunch of numbers in the name, I'm just like, bro, this shit fake.
Right.
Bots, bro. I thought they stopped paying people on TikTok for a while. Like not as much as they was getting paid before.
Nah, what was it, that second interview with DDG, I guess? He
Yeah,
said he's getting more views and he gets paid more, I think, on TikTok or Kick. So everybody's moving over to Kick, I guess, apparently.
yeah. Yeah, so they got all these different type of services now. They all, competing with each other.
Right. Mm.
Like, who will pay out and what matter.
Yeah, it's that part right there. Yeah. I gotta save my stuff to a flash drive or and then move everything over.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff I ain't even posted yet, man. I'm just like what's the point of using hashtags if it ain't gonna work? And then they only limit your hashtags now, so damn Mo, what the hell? Hell, she popped back on and then popped right back out. Oh. Hold on. I gotta call real quick. Mo, say something.
Mo, I think you're muted.
You muted yourself.
Telephone number 281.
Mo, can't hear you. Oh, get off the phone. Yeah.
Can you hear me, Chris? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Zion keep knocking my volume out. I
Yeah.
keep telling him stop calling my phone. He keep knocking my volume out.
They knocking your volume out.
What happened, Mo? And we did hear you at first. Now we can't hear you. You just looking in the camera crazy.
Yeah, I guess it's a sign to go.
Yeah, it might be a sign. Maybe time to end the stream, Mo, because you might getting cut.
Right, we don't want to take away your scriptures or subscribers.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Mo.
Can you hear us?
Damn.
You think we're gonna call it? Or
I don't know what she got going on. She just muted her mic. No.
I don't know what's wrong with this crazy thing.
Yo, you can't. Mo, can you hear us?
hey Mo, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. What the
You
hell is going on with your shit?
can you hear Chris? Damn, she done.
Man.
I came back.
All right, you here? You hear us?
Nope. Because Zion keeps knocking me off.
What you playing Fortnite?
No, my nephew keeps calling my phone. And I had you all on my phone.
What the hell is going
And when
on?
he does that, I don't know how to go. Let me see. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I test the speaker.
And it was good.
Oh, I got a super chat now.
Oh, you do?
That must be Chris super chat.
Mo,
I
can you hear Chris?
ain't got no super chat.
I'm trying to fix it.
Hey Mo, can you hear Chris?
Hmm.
Oh man, I don't think she can even hear me.
She can't even hear you. I don't know what's wrong with her $2 laptop and $2 internet.
I don't know how to fix it.
Fix what?
What were you trying to fix? Oh, shit, she can't even hear me. Damn it.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know if she coming back on, man.
I don't know either. Let me check. Let me text her in the chat.
Oh, yes.
Let me see where she is, bro. Man. I wonder if she turned her whole laptop off this time. She probably did.
Mm.
I don't know. Yo, she popped back up now. Mo?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh man.
can you hear us, Mo?
Now I'm on here twice.
Can you hear us though?
Hell no.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you hear us though?
Nah, she can't even hear us.
Oh fuck. I'm about to get off this damn thing. Her whole damn computer, it done fucked up everything. At first she couldn't hear us earlier, couldn't hear the video. Now she can't go back to not hearing. She must have conspired with the Illuminati or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
They heard us talking all this truth over here. Then,
Right. All this black empowerment.
yeah, she done went against the she done went against the order, boy. That's crazy, Mo.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't
I
have
don't know
signed
what to
up for
do.
it. Yo, can you hear us?
Hey Mo, can you hear us?
Cool. Dang, Mo. Come on,
Can
man.
you hear us, bro?
I don't know. You done messed up the live stream.
Right.
I don't know. You must then make a payment. She didn't make a payment, man.
Yeah. Nah.
They done cut her mic.
Oh yeah. All right. $5.99. You get your mic back.
Yeah, you gotta be a subscription fee. Look, she done found it.
Right.
Dang, come on, bro. What you doing, man?
Hey, Mo, can you hear us? Yeah, no.
No, she can't. I don't even think she on that deal. Her picture just popping up.
Yeah, I think she off.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay,
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
yeah. I had to flip it up like I was gonna swipe away an application and then just let it come back in. So
Oh, no. Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
know what's up with that.
No, sound like some.
No, Zion keeps kicking me off.
Oh, I thought you didn't pay your Illuminati fee or something.
He said my Illuminati fee.
Mm-hmm.
Or the subscription payment.
I
Yeah.
can't. I can't.
I don't even remember what we were talking about now. I'm lost.
I'm sorry.
They done, the higher ups that zapped us out of it, knowing we was on the road, boy. Spending that top dollars like Star Rod Suit Steady used to do.
Oh Lord, see.
Uh, um, oh yeah, so there, I mean, yeah, Mo, you guys should have 860 something subscribers now?
I got 872 at the something like
872?
yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, boy, I was trying to go, I was trying to post some stuff the other day, man. Cause I get it. Some stuff is algorithmic. And I figure if I like talked about SpaceX or some shit, people start pouring on or whatever. That would have been I think this whole social media thing, man, it's real fidgety, man. You know, they try to come and get you later. That's all I gotta say. Like if you use some like licensed content before, they'll wait till like 2, 3 years later to try to, not recommend your page or some shit. I'm just like, bro, this video old as hell. Why all of a sudden now you want to come after me for something? It was fine when I posted it, but now all of a sudden it's not okay. Sometimes that's how they get you. They see you got a lot of views and then you get a lot of followers, then they come after you. It's like, man, you don't let me get all of this. Now you want to come after me when it's time to get paid.
Right.
I'm just like, God damn, boy, y'all something else with this. So yeah, I'm gonna watch them videos though and see what they're talking about. Cause I definitely what's gonna do is start doing a lot of content, bro.
You got a really good rhythm going right now with that content, Chris.
I do, man. Shoot, even my little Stranger Things theme video, man. I created a whole concept behind that shit, and it only gave me a couple hundred views. Man, I'm like, hell no, ain't no way. I'm just like, bro, I know y'all messing with my page now, cause I know I should be getting a lot of views from this. I used the whole Stranger Things theme. I got the photo and everything. That photo was fire. I got Chat GPT to create that shit, man. I should have been banking on views off that. That shit at least gave me at least 5,000-10,000 views. I created the whole stock market thing, you know, did a comparative analysis with, Stranger Things. I'm like, bro, I for sure was going to. And what's crazy is that video, the audio behind it, I recorded the audio while it was storming outside. So it picked up the thunder and everything in the audio. And I kept it in there. And then I curtailed it with some audio from a YouTube clip with thunder and stuff like that too, to make it, more Stranger Things. Man, I had a whole idea behind that, and them niggas did that shit to me, bro. They ain't let my shit pan out like it's supposed to. I be having some creative shit. I'm just like, bro, my shit need to be viewed. It really need to be viewed. So lately I've been putting up street interview videos where people can't read and shit. And that should be getting a lot of views too.
Which one? Which view?
Huh?
Which post you put up?
First it was a Stranger Things joint, the theme joint I came up with. And then like last couple of days or last week or so, I've been posting up like some of them Pop the Balloon and some of these the street interviews videos where people be trying to read off an index card and they can't read that well and they can't enunciate or pronounce words. And I've been editing those type of videos, throwing in little funny clips in there. I'm just like, yeah, these videos supposed to be getting thousands of views. Why the hell is it only getting hundreds of views, bro? That's how I know Facebook and Instagram fucking with my shit. I'm supposed to get way more viewership than that. How the hell I got 30,000 followers and getting like 300, 200 views? I'm just like, man, y'all not showing my shit to people, bro. Y'all not showing my shit to people. I'm supposed to at least be getting thousands, tens and 20 of thousands of views. And I'm only getting 300? Nah, bro. Y'all doing fucking with my page. Like them videos is hilarious, bro. Like people who watch them shits, they definitely will be watching that just to laugh. They ain't gotta like it. They would just be watching.
Right. I definitely be laughing at them shits.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, bro, this video is funny as hell, man. You can go on my shit right now. Look at this. 224. Get the fuck out of here, man. This other one, 13, almost 1,400 views. This one, 447. Other one, 451. Other one, 136. Another one, 439. I'm like, bro, this bullshit. Even the Trump video, 688. Are you serious? Anything with Trump name on it supposed to be running like a motherfucker, bro.
Right.
This one, 1,600. This one, 291 about Kamala. Come on, bro. Kamala Harris, that's going to get viewership. How a pair of Jordans got more views than Kamala Harris or Trump video? I'm like, man, come on, bro. I know this fake. I know they fucking with my page. Look at this one, 211. A nigga that's trying to read off an index card and he can't read. He pronouncing everything wrong. And only 211 views. I'm just like, nah, man. I think I'm about to delete this page because they've been just trying to beat down my videos and my viewership for so long. And I got subscriptions on this page. And I only got one subscriber.
You got one subscriber out of there?
Just one subscriber, bro. And 58,000 people view my page for the month, and this is what I got to show. That's not impressive. And then I get my page up to like 100 plus thousand views per month for the last 30 days. And I'm just like, okay, that's like, what's 100,000 views per month? So you get like maybe 3,000 views per day, a little over 3,000 views. But I'm over here getting, yeah, the math ain't mathing, bro. It ain't mathing.
Somebody subtracting when they should be adding.
Bro, if you go look at the videos, just,
Hey y'all. Hey
yeah,
y'all. Check it
yeah.
out. Come on.
What's up, man?
Oh, shit. What's going on? Yes.
Oh, she
Oh,
trying it on?
there you go. Now put the hair out. Put the hair out. She got a head. She tried to press her hair. So never mind. That's not in the head. Well, it won't be like that, but you know. You know how them girls be wearing it. You can wear it like that. Bam! Bam!
She
Bam!
said, he
Maybe
said,
that means you got that.
bam.
Ooh, you gotta turn it. You gotta turn it. Ooh, them hymns are horrible. Get it
Yeah.
right. We gotta
She
keep
said,
it
the
straight.
films is horrible.
So now you gonna make it work though, cause we gonna make this out of a costume outfit or something. I think it go. Yeah, you see it. Bam. Oh, we gonna put some links on that on the bottom or something. We gonna.
Man, this shit not good. Okay. Oh, man.
What's wrong with it?
You know smell? You know smell? Like it's mildew to you.
But throw it away. Throw it away then.
All that shit. That shit stink.
Throw it away. Ah, y'all see my little concoction?
Hey, we seen it.
He said, "Yeah, Brandon, don't be doing me like that."
No,
Like no
no,
church.
I'm just saying, no, yeah, we
This is
seen
my
it.
church.
We seen it.
Ah, it's coming together. Just let me get my edges right. I forgot to take a picture tonight. God damn it. It's okay. Mix put on my phone. You just wait till I get my edges right. We gonna make it work. It's too long for Sanaya. I gotta make it shorter.
Now it's time for the
Where'd y'all go?
I'm still here. You hear me?
Yeah, we here.
Yeah. Now y'all
Very
proud
good.
of my proud of my little wannabe
You wanna be what?
moment. We gonna work on it. Y'all probably don't like the pattern, but we like that kind of stuff.
No, it's cool.
Don't worry, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it right. Watch. I'm gonna put some pleat. I'm gonna put some pleats in it. I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna work on it. It's gonna be my little project.
Mm.
All right, y'all keep the party rolling. I just wanted y'all to see I finished it while we were live.
Uh,
Well, it's not
you should,
finished.
yeah, you should probably once you get real good at it, and you should probably think about selling them.
Yeah, if I could get them right,
Yeah, that's
I'll
why I
probably.
said once you get real good at it.
Mhm.
Let me see something.
I'm gonna
It's
mess
like a
around with this.
headband and a skirt combo.
Yup, that's the best I can do.
Right, right, right.
I put some little pleats in it or something. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna get it right now. You better know it. If that's all I can do, I'm cool with it. Cause we working on the fashion show for August, so I gotta get better. Yep.
From who?
What?
What happened?
Say I gotta get better. We got a fashion show we're working on. Gotta pin it down. Hold on. Do I do it this way? Yeah. Yep. You could double it. Double the like fold it over more. Oh, okay. But you gotta put the pins on it. I'm showing my niece how to pin the fabric. These.
Who
Well, you
that?
guys. Hmm? We got a teachable moment.
Mm-hmm.
Teach. You know, so now you want to be a fashion designer.
Okay, she can design
She in school
cross
for art,
services shirts.
art design right now. Yep, she sure can.
Yeah. Tell her I hook her up. She can hook up the shirts. The design. Once she get good with it.
Yep. We working on it.
Mo trying to run a whole scheme over there.
You
Whole
I
said
know.
business.
old scheme.
They gonna be able to go right here.
What? Y'all tired up.
No, put it on the,
They
put,
gonna
on,
eat 'cause they ain't
put
got
it on the side the house until put it on the side the house until tomorrow. I gotta work out of here. Yeah, we trying to get it done. Yeah, you can't create no successes. You know, sometimes you gotta get involved with what they like so you can you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that they can be motivated to continue. Can't be like I already got my skill.
Yeah.
Well, Zion ain't gonna be here. I'm gonna take it out tomorrow.
Where you gonna be?
He going to Furman for camp.
What?
Furman for camp.
Tomorrow.
Furman University. Tomorrow morning.
I gotta drop him off.
Yeah,
That's
so
right.
yeah, you gotta get involved with when you get involved with what they got, you're more likely to keep the attention.
Right.
Yep. Make this money. Some of your money go in your investment account. The rest of put you some down to play with, but the rest in your account. That's how we gotta get. That's how we teaching them.
Yeah.
Make 100.
His
Put
friends.
20 in investment, 20 in your personal. And the rest you
Mm,
can
I'm gonna tell
spend.
him.
that's right.
Everybody saw like it.
That's right. That's right. That's
I
right.
will
That's
show them
right.
some money. Yeah. It work if you work it. Yeah.
Okay. I dig it.
Brandon, what you been working on lately? I know you're investing in something. Hey, before you say that, man. So next week I'll be able to see because it's the end of the quarter. Man, my little Zeman and ZIM dividends, boy, I was liking that, so I dropped some more money now. So I got to see at the end of June. You should have went this way, so
Like down
so it can sew over the needle. Yeah, make the needle face that way.
vertical.
Mhm. So I put some more money because last quarter I had gotten $12 in dividends, right? So I got excited. So I dropped a couple hundred in it. So I want to see how much I'm gonna get in June.
Oh snap. Okay. All right.
Mhm.
All right.
Well, it's only $26 a share. So
And they giving how much are they giving out in dividends?
I have to go. Let me look. Hey, y'all know they monetize Finviz?
They did?
Invis?
Yeah. I mean they made it out of subscription. Remember it
Oh,
was free?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I used to like going over there. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Gotta
Yeah,
pull
they
it up
start
somewhere.
charging.
Mm-hmm. Can't even get in that bad boy.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Hold on, Brandon. I almost got it up.
They need to make some money.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't blame them, but
I just said enough people looking at this page.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. FinViz is fire.
I know I love them.
Yeah. It you wanna look at a company's uh, balance sheet. Yeah, FinViz is it. Or well, not balance sheet, but income statement. Like,
Oh,
you want to know everything about the company? Yeah.
oh man. When it says ex dividend date,
Yeah.
that's not the last time they give the dividend, huh?
No,
Or is the
that's the
last
last
time
time. That's the
they
last time an
distributed?
investor can get can get a dividend if they're going to be an investor.
Oh,
Yeah. So for that
so
time, for that dividend payout date, you have to be an investor by the ex dividend date or the record date is what they call it now. What they're the
oh,
same day.
so
Yeah.
I was already an investor, but what if I added to it?
If you added to it by the ex dividend or on the ex dividend date, you'll get credited for the amount of shares that you have by the ex dividend date. So
Mm.
remember settlement date too. So the day you got a T+1 for settlement date. If you bought on the ex dividend date, it's not gonna settle until the next day. So technically, you'll get paid a dividend for the shares that you already have, but you won't get paid the new dividend amount until the next quarter or whenever they pay the dividend.
Right. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for June.
Yeah,
It's 7.88%.
It's not bad. You said
yeah,
7 point.
88
uh-huh.
What's the ticker again? Is Nibius?
ZIM.
Oh, CIM.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
gotta move this.
Andre put us on there.
It's doing it this way. Yeah, Andre put us onto that. I had it in what? Oh, you want to switch this?
That's not bad.
I gotta change that. I got you. You see, Brandon?
See, I see you doing your thing.
It was in look, I got some bottom stitch. Too
So
light?
I have the dark.
No, girl, I gotta hold on. Yeah. I can't share my screen right now.
Why
But if
not?
y'all want to come, cause I'm about to show Shania how to mess with this machine.
What was
But
I
I can
about
come
to
back.
ask you?
I can come back in about an hour, 2 hours.
Okay, Mo,
Uh,
send me your code and stuff for the YouTube and Gmail.
oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
What'd you say,
Do
Mo?
that.
2 hours?
Well, 7. I want to have.
around 7 your time.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, that's 6 our time.
Oh,
You
you
okay
want to do
Okay.
with that?
7 your time?
No, 6 our time. 7 your time.
Oh yeah, the what you call it would have been a drop, huh?
What, futures?
Futures, yeah.
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 All right.
Yeah. You gonna come back
What's
on, Brandon?
Yeah, I'll come back on.
yeah,
All
I'm
right.
I'm gonna come back. All right, bye.
Okay, bye.
All right, yeah.
All right, bye.